the doctor essentially.
AIDS gang represent,
Whoa!
okay?
Aiden, you're my favorite nigga, nigga, nigga,
Whoa!
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 nigga.
Whoa! Okay, thank you so much for your money. That not appreciated, sir. Your money's appreciated. What you just said is not appreciated. But yeah, so I had like sores in my mouth, and I went, and the doctor was looking at them, and she was like, "Well, this can't be like this doesn't look like. I don't think this is herpes. I got tested anyway." And I'm like, "There's no shot I have herpes. I don't fucking kiss anybody." And then she was looking at me, and she's like, "Do you have like?" She asked me outright if like I had HIV, and I said no, I don't have HIV. And they never actually figured out what the fuck it was, but guess it was there. You need to sue your barber. You know what? You know what? Cold sores are a type of herpes. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Well, before we even started the stream, I'm already getting DMs from the person in question. Listen, I need just like, I'm gonna need to have a chat with my mods. I don't condone you guys doing like these like big gay like server conference. You want to confront somebody, you can do it in my general VC, like not as a mod, as like an individual. Creating entire Discord stages for your gay dramas under my name. I don't endorse it, but in this case, it did give us content. So yeah, I don't really know the details. The person I need to talk to is at work right now, so fuck me. This is boo? Why are you saying boo? This is non-10. I haven't even pulled anything up yet, you fucking retard. There's nothing there's nothing happening for you to call non-10. Okay, there's nothing there's nothing happening yet. So maybe go like greatest Goyim, I'll unban you when you learn to stop typing in all caps. It's like insanely annoying. All right, let's check this out. Somebody sent this to me. Uploaded to the Lumpy Willy YouTube channel. So basically, there is an individual in my server by the name of like Adia or something. I
AIDS
think.
gang represent, okay?
Dude, you should either kill yourself or your barber. The way
Whoa!
your hair looks, it's
Okay,
over for you,
alright,
dude. There is
alright.
no point. It looks like he cut your hair with a stapler. He cut your hair with a blender. Just face it, dude, you're useless and your hair sucks, end it.
Well, I appreciate the $3. Thank you so much. Such nice comments here. Dude, where is Plants when you need Plants? Plants is my greatest. Listen, AIDS Gang endorses Plants. Plants is the only person that will give me like $3 and then put under it like, hope you're having like a good whatever day of the week it is. And it's like, then everybody else is donating shit like that. I donate shit like that by all means, because you're still giving me money, but shit, dude. All right. So there's a person in my server by the name of like Adia. They're 18, female. They make it very well known that they're a female. And I guess for some reason, for some reason, my community just like is unable to handle itself around the presence of like a woman under the age of 50. So there was apparently accusations amongst different people of like simping for this individual, and it led to some sort of confrontation between two of my mods. So my understanding is one of my mods, Chronic, not the black Chronic, the one that like makes music and shit, the British one, the British Indian one. There's two Chronics, okay? Don't get them confused. He had allegedly accused Glue, my other mod, of simping, which I can believe, okay? No offense, Glue, but I've heard rumors that you've been a simp for like 4 years now, so yeah. But it led to a full-blown confrontation, so we're gonna check that out. This is like insanely gay. Apparently it might be Kino, though.
That's all. I joined.
Whoa. It's just there's nothing on screen, so I'm just gonna play. What the fuck? So I'm just gonna play the audio while I play this game that I haven't played before. What the fuck?
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Let's have a good stream today, Aiden AGP4L.
What the fuck? $75? Holy shit, dude. You're too fucking generous. Thank you so much, Augie AGP, for the fucking $75. That's the biggest donor we've had all month.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Here is a nice donation. When I get into your nice boyish bussy, there will be no mercy. My boner is the villain and you are the princess I am to conquer. I want to hear your cheeks clap like no other. You are a mere plaything with your tight body.
Thanks for the $3. Okay, alright, let's get into that. What the fuck? Holy shit, that was insane. Aiden's gonna throw glue under the bus like that? Okay, so when I am willing to admit the things that make my associates maybe not look so great, I'm throwing them under the bus, but if I don't say anything, I'm a sweeper. So like make up your fucking mind, people.
You just has to press that little hand button. Yeah, there, and then there should be an
Join.
option that says join.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. We are in.
Yeah.
Kyle, I'm moving you to the audience just for Kyle. Kyle.
Okay, that's
All right.
that's Glue
So,
speaking, my head
I'm gonna mute
mod.
you real quick, Kyle. I'm sorry.
Kyle's
I'm sorry, we have to do this
Spinling.
debate. So, Chronic, you have. I'll let who wants to go first, Lumpy. You're moderating this. I'll let you go
I
first.
mind Blue going first.
I think
That's Spinling talking. This is Lumpy Willie. But I just want to note, Glue sounds very nervous right off the bat. Glue sounds incredibly nervous. So maybe there's some truth to these allegations.
Sonic should go first.
All right,
think
Chronic,
has
you
to
go first. You go first.
Placate his case.
You put me in the file, Lumpy. Okay.
You need to explain your case, bro. Come on.
Okay, Lumpy, can you tell me what a simp is?
Define
You're
simp.
supposed to explain to us. I'm the moderator. I'm not supposed to.
No,
help you, bro.
define to me what a simp is.
This is so good.
define
That's your
Oh,
job.
wait, that's not.
That's your job. You're supposed
Wait.
to explain it to
It's
us,
my
bro.
job.
Wait, I need to clarify.
Unmute Spinling.
Nope, I got it wrong. That's not Spinling talking. I got it wrong. The person you're hearing now is not Spinling. Spinling got muted. Okay? This is what Chronic sounds like. I've never heard Chronic's voice before. I thought Chronic was like in his like 30s or something. Dude, this is so gay. This guy's like fucking 18 or some shit. 18, 19, I'd venture to guess. I'm hoping it's 18, 19, 20.
And ask him if you can explain what.
Kyle,
Simp
for the
is.
purpose of this, not right now. No, I'm sorry. What do you think a simp is? You tell me, because this is again, you're going up against me. You started this. You
want me to say
tell me what a
is?
simp
Okay.
is. What is a simp? Define it for me. And then tell me how what I did is simp behavior.
Okay, so someone who shows excessive sympathy and attention towards another person.
All right, Google
Typically,
definition.
someone who does not reciprocate the same feelings in pursuit of affection or a sexual.
This is so
relationship.
gay. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Okay, how did I do this?
So, who do you think was the first person to interact in Glue and Adia's relationship, him or her?
Relationship.
I don't know.
Can the
I
mods
don't really
speak,
think that
please?
matters either.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is there flirting going on or something? I need to. Dude, Glue's not able to talk right now. I'm gonna see if this Chronic guy's like sending me shit that he wants me to look at. What the fuck? Okay, there's so much going on here. I'm gonna need to lock down the server. I was sleeping and all this shit goes down. I'm gonna need to do like a great Janny purge. These people are all like fucking spurgs. Oh my god, dude. What is going on? This is pathetic. Alright.
Can the mods speak?
I mean, if I go up to like
Hey.
if I go up to like a clerk, right, and I talk to them, does that mean I'm like initiating, or let's say I just want to talk to somebody. If I just talk to Toki and I just DM them, is that me flirting with them? Is that me being a simp? I don't think
Well,
that I don't think that's how
I'm
that
just
works.
saying, it's you who is the one who is interested in interacting
I
with
don't
them,
think
not the other way
I don't
around.
think sparking up a conversation really is simp behavior. I don't think that's how that works.
Where did the conversation occur? This is this is another good question. Did Glue take the time to privately DM Adia? Which, if that were the case, I think we can make like a good, like we can make like an inference. We can make an inference that there is some sort of intent there. This is, dude, I'm gonna have to like ban like females from my server. So like people, I mean, you guys just can't handle yourselves. Not females. People can't handle themselves around females.
Okay,
For
wait.
your
So,
own good, I might need to ban
I have to
you.
be fair here. I think Glue was just being a normal person having a conversation.
okay. Wait one
Right.
second. 1 second.
So I
Sorry.
will screen share and bring up my points
No,
because
no,
I have
wait,
more.
no. Let me talk. Let me talk. Okay.
No.
This is the first interaction. There's an Italian girl with a really thick accent in my art class who screams at everyone during something.
Okay.
And then
I'm
Glue
glad to see
replies,
you with this.
in high school, we had a fat Italian kid who would not shut up about how Catholic he was. Here he is trying to, how do I say this?
What?
Show that he's a relatable male.
That's called having a normal conversation. When you
Okay.
talked when you
So
talk to
no.
people.
Let me continue. Okay.
Okay.
Adia, and in another conversation, Adia starts off with, someone should really be the shit out of that place. Be meaning bomb. And then you reply, you look like you live on the West Coast. This means he's seen her face. I don't
Bro,
know if she sent it to him. I don't know if he looked at her Twitter.
no. If
Just,
she,
that's not a problem, by the way. There's
if he,
nothing wrong with looking at someone's Twitter. Anyway, next.
doesn't she,
We
doesn't
follow
she
each
oh,
show
other
her?
on Twitter.
I
Yeah,
cropped
Pretty
this.
prominent in the community.
yeah.
I don't
I
think this is
cropped
some
this
sort of
wrong.
point.
Bro,
That's a
you're not
horrible
meant to
point.
interrupt over
That's
the
a dog shit point. She does show her face. That is a horrible point.
person trying to
So I'm giving it a, nobody's won so far by engaging in this conversation, but it's a -1 right now for Chronic.
make their point in a
Yeah,
debate.
Glue, come on.
Okay.
Let's be
I will be
fair.
fair. I will be fair.
Let's be fair,
Okay,
Glue.
so then Adia says, do I? Wait,
Soul Skibbity says, you should watch Cool Guy's stream right now. Thank you for directing me to somebody else's stream. Banned for 30 minutes. Nico, this is boring. Well, then you probably shouldn't be here. Banned for 24 hours. No, I like you. I'll ban you for 10 minutes. Who else? Who else do we got? Who else do we got? Running from Tommy C again. The same unfunny joke. Tell me how I'm running or when you come back in 24 hours. Free Nico! Nico gets banned for 10 minutes. You get banned for 30 for questioning my decisions. No free speech in Aiden's chat? Yes. Yes, you get it. You get it now. Yes, exactly. There is no free speech here. Yeah, what about free speech? It's non-existent here. It doesn't exist. Okay? We tried that. We played that game. Okay? We played that game a long time ago. We're never going back. Okay? This is a fucking dictatorship.
you say she looks like she's on the West Coast, and then Adia says, do I? Lol. And then you say, it's the hair. This means you are paying attention to her characteristics,
What?
physical characteristics, the hair in this case.
What?
And then,
Yeah.
Adia said, well, I honestly I should crop these a bit better. to be
AIDS
honest,
gang
but
represent,
Adia,
okay?
this is another conversation where you reply to Adia with my relative
Ban
saying
women,
I
ban
sound
women,
and
ban
look
women,
like I
ban
belong
women,
in
ban
college.
women, ban women, ban women, ban women, ban women, ban
Isu
women,
with
ban
the-
women,
hold
ban
on.
women, ban women, ban women, ban
Fuck
women,
me,
ban
I
women,
can't-
ban women, ban women, ban women, ban women, ban women, ban women,
can't
ban
turn it
women,
off.
ban women, ban women.
Isu coming in with the $16, ladies and gentlemen. $16 fucking dollars. We hit 100 in the first. We haven't even been. We've been going now. Been going now for half an hour. Holy fuck. Super generous. Thank you guys so much.
It's stupid as fuck. Okay. I know I caught that one.
Can I respond to all this? Because this is just
No,
normal
bro, let me get
conversation.
all my points out, man. Please. Adia says you should watch Little Pony. Glue says he was forced to watch Equestria Girls once, never again. Here, he's trying to look like how do I say this?
What? How are you gonna Okay, if anything, I think the best evidence that Glue might be a simp is the fact that he's like, he got called one once and he's now like organizing an entire fucking Discord space over it. Okay, that might be your best proof that he may be. Fuck me, dude, voice crack. That he may be a simp based on how he's responding to this. But that's just like how he talks. That's like a very normal conversation. Especially if it's happening in like a public forum like Gentle or whatever, where you all can witness it.
He's trying to look like the bad boy, you know. He's trying to look
What?
cool in front
How does that make him look cool? How does that make him look cool?
of
That's like such a neutral comment.
the female. And then in another conversation, Adia says Hello Kitty girls are the most oppressed group on planet Earth. Not joking. Glue here tries to build more relatability by saying I've been with 2 Hello Kitty girls. Is that not a bit suspicious? Is he?
All right,
Adia's
I'm
saying
gonna-
she's
No.
Hello Kitty girl. He's saying he's been with 2.
You have
Hello
like
Kitty
3
girls.
fucking seconds to like.
Wait, you have to read the rest of the text because if he's saying I've been with 2 Hello Kitty girls and he goes and says something like they fucking sucked, then that wouldn't be. Wouldn't that be like an insult to her? Wouldn't that be an insult to her? That like you have to read the rest of that comment for us to determine whether or not that's like simping.
Hurry up, because you are talking
Okay.
so
Oh my
slowly.
god, man. You wanted this debate, okay? You got respect for
Yes.
it.
Okay,
Chronic, come on. Let's try to wrap it up. We have to give
you have like
a good amount of time to
5% of your fucking life, like your life left in you.
Okay,
like in your
okay.
soul.
Here's another one. Here's another one.
That
My
was a
Russian uncle
dumb
just
insult.
AIDS
got
gang
released from prison.
represent, okay?
Blue says, aren't you
Adia told me
Nordic?
she's 16 less than a year ago.
Nordic with a hint
So,
of butter.
she's either 16 or 17
Glue
now.
Ah,
here.
fuck.
How
What was
old
that?
is the
Wait,
glue
you know-
person? And did he know her age?
She said she's 18 now. She said she was 17. How many months ago? She said she was 17 like what, 5-6 months ago? She said she's 18 now. That makes sense. If you're under 18, wait, less than a year ago. If she told you she was 16 less than a year ago, that's from Colton, okay? What kind of server are you running? I'm not running any. You have to be 18 to be in my server. You have to be 18 to be in my server. That's a rule. This person is saying they're 18. Glue is 18. So even if, hypothetically, if this person is 17, which is what they claimed 6 months ago, then personally, if we assume he's simping, I don't take issue with that in their own interpersonal context. The fact that it would be happening in my server by one of my mods and this person would have lied about their age is what I would take issue with. All right. Where were we?
Know something about her. If you want to know, if you know this much about someone, you have to be interested in them to an extent.
Okay, I'm
What?
gonna respond to everything you just said. So
Okay,
all of
go.
this is just talking to people. This is how people, like, you talk to somebody and you relate to them. That's how people formulate conversations. I don't know if you know that, but when I talk to somebody, I try to relate to them.
Quick Hoi 4 update. I'm at war with Bulgaria, Romania. I'm attempting to invade Turkey, push up through the soft underbelly, and take Romania before England and France come into the war. But just in case they do, I have really shitty troops stationed at the borders to prepare for them to join the Allies. And then I'm gonna have to go to war with 3 of these countries and England and France, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So I'm trying to take them quick.
them so we can have a good conversation.
You haven't asked
No,
me
you have to
about...
let me speak.
Wait,
I let you
let
talk
him,
for
let
like
him
You're
talk.
right, you're
Let
right.
him
You're
talk.
right.
I
I
let you
actually
talk for
respect
like
him.
4 fucking years.
I respect him. You
Okay.
talk. You talk.
When you talk to somebody, you relate to them to have a good conversation. This doesn't mean you're inherently interested in them. What the fuck? If I talk to
All right,
somebody like
now you're wording it gay. Just say you're like conversing with people because we could find evidence. As far as I know, Glue is not a homosexual, but we can find evidence throughout the server of Glue just talking to like everybody this way. And like there's nothing here based on this conversation. And if I saw obvious signs of simping, I would obviously say something. I'm not sweeping here. But like nothing he's said so far deviates from his like regular line of conversation with like anybody else.
randomly just to like have
Is he playing as Mussolini again? Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing as Mussolini until I can take the world, and then I'm gonna move on to the next country. I've never played as another country, because I want to master one before I play as another.
spark up a conversation. Does that mean I'm fucking interested in them? No. And also let me screen share this, buddy. You are very much a hypocrite. I don't know if it's screen sharing. Can you all see this? Lumpy Willie.
Oh,
tell
you
me if
made a
you can see this.
PowerPoint. Damn.
Wait, we've got something on screen now, folks. Wait, fuck, wrong screen. Where is it? Fuck.
I like this.
All right. Let me know if you can see this.
This is like so gay. Okay, even if Glue's not simping and this Chronic guy is like nothing, there's no content here. The fact that you're making an entire stage over this, the fact that you're actually making a fucking PowerPoint is like over like somebody called you a simp for talking to a woman is just like it's so pathetic that like nobody wins here. Absolutely nobody wins.
So this all starts at 2 in the fucking morning, or what would have been like 5 a.m. in his time, where he goes into my replies.
No, it was not 5 a.m.
Hey, you have to let me finish, dummy. You have to let me finish.
That's true.
You have to
That's
let me
true.
finish. Shut the fuck
I
up.
apologize.
I say, hey, you're scrolling through my Twitter replies.
Can you
watch.
Chronic?
And he tries to use this reply as, oh,
Chronic. Okay, I'll read my messages. Calm down. You've sent me like 15,000 fucking DMs. Okay, I can't. I'm only one person. Okay, I can't read this. I can't read that. I can't watch this. I can't watch that. I don't even know what the fuck is going on here. So just calm the. I hate when this happens. I hate when I'm covering something and I get like 100 DMs from people about like with like screenshots of like semi-related things. Like, look at my screenshot. Look at my screenshot. Look at my screen. It's like I've seen your screenshot. Okay, I'll bring it up if I think it's fucking relevant. Holy shit. Here's the context. The context. You need the context for? No, you're missing the context of this context. Simping drama. Calm the fuck down. Alright, read the last DMs. He's probably sleeping. Did he actually jump? Can we get some Indian flags in chat for the lost Indian? Up for you to decide. You're a piece of shit, honestly. Okay, that's Toki. That's Glue. They're making jokes about this guy's Indian ethnicity, which I think is very gay. I think it's like insanely unfunny that whenever an Indian like exists, that's like the only point that people joke about. It's like find something else, okay? Find something else. Like the first 2 times is funny. It's like when Doc was around. It's like it's people's first time seeing a Chinese person, so every single joke was like, "Are you going to the rice farm yet?" or whatever. And it's like, sure, it can be funny sometimes, but it's like when every single joke relates back to his ethnicity, it's like insanely unfunny. Anyways, last. That's first. That's not first. Oh my god, dude. What is going... You've linked me 500 fucking things. By the way, I say that whatever his name was got mad as fuck after I left. Honestly, you're right, Lumpy. It isn't that serious. Okay, this is all after call context. Let me finish the fucking call first, and then I'll go see what happened in the aftermath. Okay, I've seen your DMs. I know you DM me. I'll fucking look at it after. Calm down.
you're initiating conversation with her, and this is like a unique reply. Well, guess what? Nearly every single fucking person in that Twitter thread replied with the same thing. So let me ask, and before,
Did they reply
you
after or
respond,
before?
wait. Before, let me ask you, what makes my reply so unique? Even if my reply was the first reply, like you said, how
Wait,
is
can you
this
go-
an
can you go-
inherent? Hey,
go-
let me finish.
Go
Shut the
back-
fuck
go back
up.
to your
Shut the
one. Let's
fuck
see when
up.
it was posted.
Sit
I wanna
down.
see
Shut
that.
up.
Wait, hold on. I know we just started. I'll be 2 seconds. I got something. I got a package. Hold on. One sec. One sec. All right, I'm back. I know, world's best streamer. World's best streamer. Sorry, I'm back. Fuck. All right. It didn't come in the mail. It did not come in the mail. I know, it's Saturday. My, Tony left me a package. Tell us what's in the package or else. Okay, I'll admit it. I lied. It wasn't a package. All right. Before we started this is the gayest thing I've ever done, and me being the Jew I am, I hate spending money that I don't fucking have to. And I realized I was out of coffee just before I started streaming. And it's like, do I stop the intro, run to the store, and then restream? So I used fucking Instacart to get Keurig cups to make a fucking coffee. And like, of course, it's like overly expensive. And I'm like, I've been sitting here in like fucking just utter. He needs coffee to stream? Yes, I do, buddy. Like, it's like I spent so much additional money, more than I had to, and I'm like losing my mind. All right, let's get back to this.
I'm not done. Shut up. Shut the fuck
You
up.
could have just DoorDashed I'm not. That's even more wasteful. I have a fucking coffee maker. These cups they'll last me like, I pay delivery once. Now I have 30 cups of coffee instead of paying delivery once and getting a single cup. That's retarded as shit.
Up. Even if this was my first reply, as you were about to say for some reason, I don't think that's inherently flirty. We all say things like this, unless you don't, which I don't really think you do because you don't know, like,
Wait, what does it say?
the art of having a normal conversation.
I've been with 2 Hello Kitty girls and they were both insane. Okay, that's not flirting. I wouldn't put it past this glue to flirt, by the way.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
The herpes looks nice on you, Aiden. Takes the focus off of your soulless eyes and shitty perm.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
good stream, cutie. Red heart, red heart.
Thank you so much. That's very fucking generous. Juicy Dog with the 10. Dude, you guys are... I've realized, I'm like, dude, we have not hit goal in like over a month. And I'm like, what's going on? What am I doing wrong, guys? And then I realized it's because I'm going live at 3 a.m. And anyone who actually makes money or enough to donate is not going to be the type of person that's staying up till 5 in the morning because they're going to work. And I realized maybe the way to make money and do this is to just go live at a normal time. But hold on, I've just been sent something by Colton, and if this is true, I'm gonna need to ban this for... Do we need to do fucking ID verification now? Alright. Timestamp he's given me is 3:10:50. But the burden for you, 16-year-old. Sure, there's levels of... I don't understand how that's relevant to his request. You're saying she's an impressionable 16-year-old. That's not who we're talking about. You... Oh my God, Colton, you're so retarded. That's not Adia we're talking about. I'm like, that's Joanna. That's the Ichido Shrine girl. Are you retarded? Are you retarded? We're not talking about Adia, you fucking moron. Yes, the whole debate was about Joanna. It was my debate. Of course I fucking remember it. Okay? It was my fucking debate. Oh my god, dude. What is wrong with you? Just wasted my fucking time for nothing.
And then he also tries to bring this up, like I said, him trying to be relatable. Guess what? Guess what? This is how normal
Adia
people
also
talk.
made one.
Normal people.
Yes, yes, but that's not who the debate was about. She came into that debate because she knew Joanna and we called her in, and then I asked her age and she said 17. She said 17. Wait, I'm pretty sure it even in this. Dude, if I pull this up and she says she's fucking 17, you're getting banned for the rest of your fucking life. I can't. Somebody get the timestamp. Somebody get the timestamp where she calls in and gives us her fucking age. Oh my god, dude. You're like giga retarded. It's like we're talking about Joanna, you fucking moron. I can't pull up the transcript. Fuck me. Oh no, I'll get banned from a chat I haven't been on in 2 months. Go easy on me, Big Chungus. This is fucking easy. This is easy, you useless sack of shit. God, your one thing, you don't make content. Your one thing that you like to be is to like the guy that makes himself useful at convenient times. Like during the Mama Mac shit, which is still fucked up. And now you're trying to be useful right now. Your one thing to be useful to people that actually make content, because you don't do it. I don't know what you do. I think you're like unemployed and like sit around fucking stroking your shit all day. But the one thing that you do, you can't even fucking do that right. You can't even be fucking useful because that's not the girl. That's not the fucking girl that we're talking about. Oh my god, dude. You're retarded. You're fucking retarded.
Try to relate to each other so they can have good conversation. That's just how conversations work. I don't think you know how that works, considering you had a fucking anxiety attack going into this. And he says that, oh, this is him trying to be relatable. Look at all of these conversations. Look at him trying to be relatable right there. Hey, wait a minute. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
All right, that was a little mean. Okay, that was a little much. All right, I'll give you 5 minutes instead. Okay, you're wrong. You're wrong here, but I was a little bit harsh, okay? Listen, I'm in the middle of a divorce. Cut me some slack, all right?
Up. Shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You will listen. He tries to be relatable right here. She talks about liking an artist. I don't remember the name. And the only way that he knows, by the way, that he would know, he brought this point up against me. He said, oh, the only reason he would know things about her if she talked to her. And guess what? He found out that she liked this artist by scrolling through her Twitter.
Oh.
And there is a message. Hey, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Dude.
I'm not done. You will sit down and listen. She admits, you can even see it in this fucking message. He only knows this because of my replies. So not only did he not talk to her to find out about this interest, he scrolled through her fucking Twitter. And then he himself tried to be, hey, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, okay, all right. I haven't seen adequate. We reset the goal. Okay, we get it. I reset the goal. Thank you so much, Master of Bricks, for reminding me. Hit goal in the first hour, guys. I can't thank you enough. But anyways, what was I saying? So there's no evidence here that Glue is like simping, but like and I hate when people do this. Okay, people did this when like that person like doctored, and I definitely overreacted. I hadn't slept in like fucking 30 hours. I definitely overreacted when somebody like made like a fake allegation about me or whatever the fuck. Right? I got really defensive, right? And then eventually we inevitably ended up finding out it was fake, or definitive proof that it was fake, thanks to DJ Screwdriver. But so I hate when people like use your defensiveness as like verification that it's true, because there are people that were saying like, I think he actually did this based on how defensive he is over it, even though the accuser doesn't exist. It's not a real person. So I'm not going to use this against Glue, but I'm going to use it against him. Yeah, he's like really defensive about this.
He tried to be, hey, shut up, shut the fuck up, sit down. He tried to be relatable. And then he also brought up all this other weird conversation. Here he is in other conversations, you know, striking up a conversation, trying to be relatable. He criticizes me for doing this, but it's not weird. It's a normal conversation. I wouldn't criticize him for this, but he said that I'm trying to be relatable and try to bring up as some sort of
She's
point.
trying to
Hey, shut up. Hey, this is my time, not yours. You had your time. You're done.
Wait, did you leave that part out of the call? He's like barely.
And then
I was actually looking at the other person's Twitter. Dude, what is that? This doesn't mean anything. Also, Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay, so what you've done is you have Chronic being caught engaging in conversations with Adia that are like substantially different. That are substantially different than what he's brought against Glue.
makes sense. He scrolled through her account.
Okay.
And then here he is admitting that he stalks ZipZap's Twitter. Here's a random tweet from ZipZap
Stop,
at 5
you
from
reposted
fucking
that on
New
your-
Year.
Okay, that could be that looking at women's Twitter at 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, that's not him admitting he's stalking ZipZap, but under his own logic and how bad faith he's being over Glue's conversations, you might as well interpret it in the same way. But this seems like it's like a lighthearted comment.
He stalks ZipZap's Twitter. Here's a random tweet from ZipZap
Stop,
at 5
you
from
reposted
fucking
that on
New
your
Year.
AIDS gang represent,
You
okay?
And
I'm happy to see you back streaming again. I heard you fired a nuke at Lyrix's house to end his tyranny and now he's dead. This war is a AG4L victory and you have my respect, Aiden.
True.
Germany, Italy, and Switzerland will become one country for you to rule over, Aiden.
Very, very true. Well, that's the plan in Holy 4. We team up with the Germans, help the Germans win against the Soviets, and then take the Germans. But yeah, dude. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Wow, a nice dono. Alright. Where were we? Thanks, Patrick Starr.
then in midway through our first conversation in text chat, instead of, trying, he calls me a simp, but here he is apologizing, fucking
That's called
apologizing,
being a gentleman.
apologizing
Wait.
because he said
It's
she's
very
not
big
hot.
difference.
It's
No,
so
that's
You just aren't my type. She's not hot, dude. No hate at Adia. I mean, I don't find you attractive. It's just a preference thing. Glue likes you, so that's something. Why did you sneak me into this message? Because I don't want to look like a dick. Okay, these messages are clearly cropped and out of context, but that's not simping. That's him insisting she's not his type. But that's also a subtle way. I mean, that seems like, unless this was like provoked by something, it seems like it's like overcompensation. Unless this like was provoked.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Hey Aiden, have you seen the Kill Nick?
Okay, thank you so much for the $3.
Simping Chronic. Come on.
This is
bro.
him apologizing for saying, "Oh, I don't find you attractive." Why?
I'm
Everybody in
just
this
being-
fucking server is mean to
because
each other. What
listen,
is this weird
I'm
behavior?
a very empathetic person. Okay?
Yeah, I'm
a
sure
very
you're really
emotional
empathetic,
and-
buddy. I'm sure you're really empathetic. Yeah, no hate.
listen.
You just aren't my type. I don't find you attractive. It's just a preference thing. I don't want to look like a dick. Like, you're such a fucking weirdo. You're the simp here, buddy.
Dude, okay, if there's one thing I really, really don't like, and this comes with the Lio Convoy shit, okay, and this is like what I don't want my server turning into. This Chronic guy could be totally in the wrong, but I don't like these like server endorsed VCs where you have like 50 people just like ganging up on one dude. To be fair, Glue's the only one talking here, but like this should have been done in like a general VC amongst themselves, like to make a whole stage over this, and then for like you guys to be like posting about it, like going after him like in the server like hours after. I don't know. I think that's like a bit gay. Just me. I don't want that to be like done under my name or me to endorse that. I made content for you. You advocated for that against me 7 years ago, by the way. You're trying to make me have an aneurysm. You're trying to make me have an aneurysm. Dude, there's nobody who, like, there was somebody who I found out recently, an old friend of mine on Discord, and there was like a reunion between an old friend group of mine, a reunion, a Discord friend group reunion, no, but like, someone made a group chat or whatever, and it's like I haven't spoken to these people in a very fucking long time. We used to like play games together and shit. And one of these guys just can't stand me. I haven't spoken to him in like 6 years. He just can't stand me. He still has beef. I'm like, dude, we're in our fucking 20s now. Move on. Oh my god, dude. It's been fucking 6 years. How are you still angry over like beef we had when I was like fucking 13 from 6 years ago, you fucking loser?
Okay.
I don't know who else saw
How's
this.
that simping?
You are literally apologizing for
How?
calling somebody ugly at a fucking Discord server.
So
You're apologizing
simping
for
now.
calling. This is weird.
How?
You're calling me a simp for literally having a normal ass conversation, but here you all are apologizing.
Okay, just saying,
Apologizing for saying that
just
you don't
Glue.
find someone ugly. This is
Glue.
the fucking AIDS getting Discord
Lumpy.
server.
Wait a
Just
second.
say they're
Let me-
ugly. Who cares? Who fucking
Lumpy.
cares?
Lumpy.
What?
Lumpy.
What do you want?
I've seen your face before. Did I say anything about your hair?
What the fuck are you talking? What?
What?
You have not. No
Lumpy doesn't show anybody his face.
one to see my
Yes,
face.
you
What are
have.
talking about?
You
Lumpy doesn't show anybody his face. I don't even know what Lumpy looks like. That's false.
sent it, bro.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Unless
I sent it somewhere.
unless Lumpy and Chronic have something going on between one another in the DMs.
Yeah, good one, dude.
You're fat.
I've-
Okay, you're fat. Does
I'm
that
fat.
Happen? Yeah.
The fat
You're big.
allegations.
Well, you're not like fat, chubby.
Dude, you're like schizophrenic. What are you talking about?
Bro,
Okay, Chronic and Glue. Glue says he can talk in 30. Chronic says he can talk in 30. I'm gonna get you both into a fucking voice chat and moderate this, okay? I'm not gonna do this gay, like, in-between shit. Chronic sounds soy here, but Glue... Yeah, nobody looks good here. Except Lumpy. Nobody looks good here.
And now he's debating
do
Lumpy.
you want me to say?
Okay, now you're debating me.
I'm not debating.
Come on, focus on Glue.
But what I'm saying is, I've never mentioned anyone's hair, especially talking to a woman. I've never talked about their hair at all.
Nigga,
Why does
that
what
matter?
the fuck does it have to do with
Oh,
anything?
Yeah, what does
Bro.
that what does that matter?
Yeah, okay. The other thing, too, is, like, Chronic is, like...
What do you mean?
You're
I'd venture to guess, okay? You wouldn't know that. You're not a doctor. Based on my conversations with this guy, I don't mean this is like an insult, right? Because it probably applies to, like, half the people in this chat. This guy's probably autistic, okay? He's saying shit he thinks clears him that would just come off as, like, weird and, like, unnecessary. It's like the average person. But yeah, this comment is like, what does that have to do with anything? They're right. But I think these like combos are really gay. I can't debate. I have audio processing disorder, but I will try my best. What is audio processing disorder? Like, are you deaf? I'm not gonna have you guys do fucking I'll moderate. But it would be nice to have both. I'll let you go one at a time, but if I have both of you in a call where I can, auditory processing disorder. The brain has trouble recognizing and interpreting sounds, even though the ear functions normally. Are you diagnosed with this?
apologizing to a random lady for like fucking saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't actually. I think you're not my type." Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's
Dude,
simpy, bro. Come on.
Naomi? Is that
Submit it.
Naomi?
Do you want to see what the definition of simping is again?
Oh,
You already explained
shut
it. And it's
definitely
what you did.
autistic.
It's
We're
Definitely.
using
exactly
it
what you
colloquially.
fucking did.
It's not the exact definition, bro. Come on. You know this. Stop being gay.
What do you mean it's not the exact definition? That's a different thing.
Dude, you are like autistic.
Yeah, no
Colloquially,
shit.
that looks like simping to anybody that would be simping. Because why are you apologizing to a random Discord user? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think you're just not my type. Like, that's fucking weird, bro. Come on, just admit it, bro. Come on.
That was just being nice.
Oh, you were
No,
just
it's
being
not.
nice. So, explain this to me. You were trying to relate to her in that conversation about whatever that
Oh.
fucking artist was, and saying, "Oh,
No,
someone I
no,
know is talked to her." That's
she
you trying to be
replied to me.
relatable. You criticized me
replied
for
to
that,
me.
but you did the
She
same
replied to
thing.
me. She replied to me.
That doesn't matter. And that's her calling you
In
out
all
because
Yeah,
you
so-
were going through her
notifications I
Twitter
brought up,
account.
you've,
That
like,
makes
Wait.
it so much worse.
How?
Going through. Okay, so Chronic is now telling me in DMs that the difference is there's a fundamental difference here because Glue in Glue's interactions with Adia, it is Glue is the one who's initiating it, but Chronic is simply replying. But then I guess it depends on like when you're talking about her appearance and not finding her attractive. I have to ask, what are you replying to? Is there something in the conversation that would necessitate a response like that, or did you just say that like unprompted, where it wasn't really needed? Because then that seems like some sort of overcompensation. But this is just like this is like insanely autistic.
Because you were going through her Twitter.
But yeah, I don't like this is like I really just don't like this like ganging up on people and like in servers. I think it's so gay. Like I'd be more comfortable with this if there was somebody else moderating. Like if I do this on stream between the two of them, if like I was in between to moderate, because now you just have like a whole group of people that's like impartial to him, and he seems like he's completely autistic and can't debate. And it's just like a totally unfair fight.
Twitter account.
I didn't want to do. Well, that's also cope. Okay, that's also cope. Okay, you could have sent me a DM and just never like gotten involved. I was sleeping, but like there was nothing making you get in there.
It was literally.
And
the
that's
top
how you're
post,
finding. You're not
bro.
talking to her to find out what her interests are. No, you're going through her Twitter account. If what I'm not criticizing you for any of
Since
this.
when was
I'm not
exactly,
criticizing you
looked
for
her
any of
Twitter
this, but
account.
I'm pointing this out because you are going at me.
I'm not gonna have you debate. Okay, if you want to call in and talk to me, that would be appreciated.
For arguably more
But guess what?
innocent
I never
things.
talked about her hair. I never talked
What
about
does that have to do with
her hair.
anything? Her hair isn't fucking special.
I never talked about her Hello Kitty obsession with her. I never did anything like that.
I didn't. I don't think that
She
has
did.
anything
You
to do
said
with this.
she said she was a Hello Kitty fan or something, and you said you
Yeah,
think
this is
big
and
Hello
this is having a
Kitty
normal
fangirls.
conversation, Chronic. I don't know if you know what that is. This is having a normal conversation. This is talking to people. This is relating to them. Human beings, when they talk, they want to relate to each other. This isn't like, a movement to like flirt. No, not every human fucking interaction with the opposite gender is flirtation. You're just a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You don't know how to talk to people.
Wait a second.
I'm waiting. What do you have to say?
Dude.
Chronic, wait. Okay, so are you?
No,
are
listen.
Okay.
I don't know. I know I'm gonna sound soy and gay. I just don't like this, to be honest. It's like content for us, but like I don't like this being done in like my server and my name. It seems really gay.
That's not good for you. Wait, oh, fuck, I crossed.
Like this is debate pedophilia. This is like debate pedophilia to the max. Like this guy's completely autistic.
That wrong again, man. Fuck. Anyway, he's saying you give me Xanax vibes. They're talking about medication. Okay, isn't it a bit strange to say to this person on the internet that he's never met in real life? He doesn't know her.
Oh, that's not strange at all. What is strange about like and okay, here's what I think is going on. I would not be surprised if Glue was actually a simp based on like how defensive he's being over this, but like it seems like Chronic might also be like jealous or like competitive here for some reason because I've never seen him like interpret other people's comments like this autistically. That's like a normal like fucking joke. So I genuinely think there's like some sort of like love triangle going on here where one party, the girl in question, is totally uninvolved.
You give me Xanax vibes.
Buddy, yesterday, I can read the fucking message verbatim. Verbatim. You have said similar things to the other women in the server. You have called Angel a bitch. Would you randomly call a woman you don't know in real life a bitch?
Yeah,
buddy?
the drama started because this Chronic guy accused Glue of flirting. So Glue like did a fucking Microsoft PowerPoint and like started a Discord space to like demonstrate that he's not flirting.
And you didn't
Depends on the
apologize for that
situation,
either. So
doesn't
you're
it?
not really the empathetic person that you say you are. You're a fucking
Wait,
idiot.
wait. How are you empathetic, but you'll
What
just call like a
what
random girl a
time
bitch?
was that?
Wait,
Actually, I'm
that
sorry.
doesn't make
This
sense.
This actually no wait. I'm wrong. This was to Adia, the person we're talking about. You called them a stupid bitch. You didn't apologize then. Why'd the switch up? What happened?
Well, because there's a difference between
Dude.
calling someone a bitch and saying that they look disgusting.
I don't really see I don't. How?
You're still insulting them though.
Like this
So
isn't okay.
Really?
So
That's
not
like me.
only are you
That's like
not an
me saying.
empathetic person, like you're saying,
That's like me
you're just
calling
being
Blue a
special
dick.
towards
Does that
one
mean?
person.
Is that the same as me calling him ugly? What's worse? Me calling
Would
him
you
a
you're
dick
still
or you calling
insulting
him
him.
ugly?
You're still insulting
What's
him.
worse? What's worse?
What's worse? What do you mean what's worse? Neither of them. They're both insults. What do you
This is totally meaningless, okay? He could just be inconsistent and when he chooses to apologize. Many people are like this, okay? He probably is a simp, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised, but this is not indicative of like any sort of like sympatry.
talking about?
No, I think simp maybe is like more when we use it, we're talking more about actions or not actions, like expressing it, not just like simply having those feelings.
What's worse?
Aiden, can you start banning highly autistic people from your chat to prevent this happening again? You are one to talk. You are a gay, anime-loving lolicon neo-Nazi from the lyrics community who feels the need to share with everybody in my server that you're a paranoid schizophrenic, but you want to really like join the army and hold a gun. And I don't know what to like. You are one to talk. You're one to talk.
Notice how this is a
Yeah.
2-on-1, by the way.
Thanks, Kyle. Lumpy,
Yep.
he's asking you a question.
I'm asking a question. What?
Yeah, I said Lumpy's asking you a question. But yeah, they're like the same fucking thing. Who cares?
No, it isn't.
It
It's
doesn't
still
matter.
a random insult.
Would you
So,
say that
like,
to somebody in
okay,
real
If you're,
life?
say,
Like, no, you
if
clearly
you're
wouldn't.
saying you're empathetic, then why would you just randomly go out and insult someone?
Well, because you can be empathetic about some things and not empathetic about the others. It's like people can
Calling
be
somebody a
empathetic.
stupid bitch and then okay, no. Here's what you did. You
Me,
added audio yesterday and said,
dream.
hey, you
Okay,
called
no,
them a stupid bitch,
let me
right?
talk. Let me
You
talk. Let
called
me
them
talk.
a stupid bitch, and then today, I don't know why you changed. Oh, but you're not actually ugly. What's the difference there?
Two
Why didn't
different
you
things.
apologize the first time? What made them a
One's
stupid
about
bitch then and
appearance,
not a
and the other
stupid bitch
one's
now? What
about
changed?
behavior. One's about appearance, one's about behavior. Anyway, this is like me saying Dream is retarded because he is. That's
Oh
completely
my
different
god,
to me
dude.
calling him a pedophile because there's no proof that he
What
is.
does that have to do with this? What is it?
I'm just giving you a real, not real. I mean, I guess it is technically a real life example.
This has to like take the cake. It's like the gayest debate of like easily of this year so far. This has to take the cake. This is a debate about a Discord love triangle where two parties are accusing each other of simping over some random fucking women that neither really knows. And like they're like making PowerPoints on each other and like autistically overanalyzing each other's exchanges with this woman. Like who cares? Okay, can we ban mods? Holy shit. Do your fucking jobs. Oh, never mind. You don't see it because he's in fucking, he's not in top chat. You have to look in live chat.
Yeah.
This is
I'm just giving
so
you another example.
incomparable. What? Anyway, the whole fact of the matter is, you've had these same
I'm appointing new Jannies, okay? I'm appointing new Jannies. That's not to say that the people that already exist are gonna get fired. Not for YouTube, for the Discord. But if you're like, you have to be like a fucking not 18, and then I'll make you older. If you're older than me, I'll make you a fucking mod.
relatable conversations. What are you talking about?
How is it relatable?
You try to relate to them and say, oh,
You can my Discord DMs are open, so send me a DM on Discord. Tell me if you have any modding experience. Tell me how old you are, and I will. You don't even have to tell me how old you are. Just tell me if you're older than me, and then we can move from there.
oh,
How?
my friend who I know also
Yes.
likes this band. You're trying to
No,
relate. That's the
I
same
said
point you made about
no,
me.
I said he went to a concert. He said they were shit.
Yeah, you're
don't
trying
said
to relate to
he
them. You're
liked
trying
them.
to
But you're
bring up
still
things you've heard.
okay.
No,
Chronic, I feel like you're just being retarded.
no,
You're still relating to them in a certain way.
Can I be mod? I just said DM me on Discord. I don't need your applications in chat. Message me on Discord. You can message me on Discord or Twitter. Greatest Goyim, you're not fucking getting mod. You are a PR nightmare. Okay, I would probably be better off modding fucking Adolf Hitler himself. Okay.
How
She
can you
replied to
disagree
me
with
though.
that?
She replied
Okay,
to
but
me.
are you not still trying to relate to her? Yes or no?
How?
This is, oh
What do you
my
mean
god.
how? They're saying, oh, I like X person. You're like, oh, my friend went to X person's concert and they thought they were shit. You're
Wait a second.
relating to them. You are relating to them.
Wait a second.
And even then, oh, you're saying, oh, but she replied to me. Yeah, she replied to you because you initiated this by going through her fucking Twitter account. That's what this is all about.
How? Wait, can
What do
you
you mean
send
how? I just
me?
explained it to you.
Okay, have you've been through her Twitter account, bro? You've literally like replied to her.
Yes,
What do
because
you
it
mean?
comes up, you know how like Twitter, you know how social medias they show you shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how. I didn't deliberately go through her Twitter account. You did though, and you admitted it.
She's also
Okay.
she's also not like like an unknown person. She's known in the community.
I don't
So
care. I don't care, bro. This
You
is
don't care?
not the community is dead. Okay, there's no
That has nothing to do with
community.
this.
What?
You're running.
Listen, the commentary community might be dead, folks, but the AIDS community is clearly alive. Okay, the AIDS community is very much fucking alive, dude. But in the worst ways possible. Oh my god, in the worst fucking ways possible. Why are my mountaineers not moving?
I'm not running. I'm
Talking about
sorry.
unrelated shit now.
it would be a different story if this was like just some like random e-girl, but she's like
She is.
fairly
How many
well known.
followers? How many followers?
No,
does
she
have?
is not. She is
How
known.
many
She is
followers?
known in this space. What are you talking about?
Nico, I love you, buddy. You're never getting mod again. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna no. Okay, actually, I don't mean that. Nico has been like the greatest contributor to like the creation of this community out of anybody. So I'll make a Nico role and it will let you like create emojis and do your shit.
How many followers?
But you're an alcoholic, so I don't want to give you like actual power.
It doesn't matter. People know her
How
as like
many-
the Turkey
how many
Tom,
followers?
the Turkey Tom like sim. Like made a shrine.
I
for him.
guarantee you half the people. I mean, I don't actually. How many people?
People,
Are? I
this is
guarantee you
like
half
this is
the
like saying
don't know who
people
that is.
don't know who like fucking who Agamines is because he only has 1,000 followers. Yeah, that's not a lot of
Agamines.
Okay,
followers.
I
But
guarantee
in
you
relatively
I
to this
guarantee you
community, that's
half
still
the people here.
that's a lot.
I
Relative to
guarantee
this
you half
community,
the
people
people
know
here
who
don't
he
know who
is. It's
she
on the
is.
same level.
I guarantee you half the people here don't know who she is.
Agamines, what is his name? Alex.
No, not Agamine.
Alex.
The other person. Everyone knows who Alex is. I'm sure.
Yes,
I'm sure.
because relative to this community, despite him
Adia.
having a low follower count, people still know who he is.
Okay, I guarantee you half the people here don't know who. Adia is.
Who Alex Gekmo is? Yes, they would know who he is. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. He's talentless, but yeah, they would know who he is. It's an accurate point.
Honestly, I don't
Lumpy
want
Willie,
to say.
before all this happened, did you know who Adia is?
Yes, I did.
What did you know them for?
Do
What
half
did you know
the
them
people
for? What did
here
they do?
They were the Turkey Tom, like the one that made the shrine for him and shit.
Even Aiden before that, even Aiden was like, "Wait, aren't you that 17-year-old?" when they first started talking.
Okay.
What? That is
So
not.
people clearly
Wait, that is not what I said. Wait, what? Wait, you made that? Okay, do not word it like that. Okay, do not word it like that. What I said, and it was when we first started talking. I had this person on stream 4 months ago in regards to the Cheeto drama. They said in that drama that they were 17. So then I saw them in the server, and I'm like, wait, this is the same person. So then I added them publicly in the server saying, aren't you 17? I may have to ban you, or whatever. And they're like, that was months ago. I turned 18. I'm like, oh, okay. If you word it like that, you're making, like, what is wrong with you?
do know, and you're clearly just fucking stupid.
Bro, just ask half the people here. See if they know.
I gave you an example.
No, ask half the people here in the audience.
So how many of you knew who Adia was?
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, thanks.
Who gives a fuck who knows who this person is or isn't? Honestly, if you don't know who this person is, you're probably doing something right with your life. But like, this is so gay. It's like fucking commentary Jeopardy, like quizzing what obscure like shitter, what obscure shitter everybody knows about. Holy fuck. Insanely gay stuff happening.
Kyle. 7K did.
I did.
Ascending
mean-
did. Juicy Dog knows. Pochi knows. Dimitri knows. Fat AIDS Dog knows. Sliggin knows. Who are you fucking fooling here?
Who
Connor?
are the?
Who are
This
you-
is so gay. You're like, who are you fooling? Everybody, this is like so good. This is literally the Lyle Convoy call part 2. It's like they're like seriously confronting some woman over because she like insulted somebody else's Star Wars takes. You insulted Zaid's Star Wars takes. Like, this is so gay. I hate that my name is under this. I was sleeping, okay? I didn't endorse any of this. I'm gonna have a very serious chat.
That's like
fooling?
5 people. Yeah,
Do you know how many people are watching this? Godspeed knows. Galactic
There's like 30 people in there, okay?
Dumpster Fire knows.
oh, see, Mirror didn't know.
Oh, my bad. My bad. One out of the
Turkey
many
says
people I just
everyone lying.
mentioned.
Oh, so,
And-
Listen, there are gonna need to be consequences over this, okay? I'm not okay with this being done in my name. This is insanely fucking gay. If you want to do this in my general VC, go ahead. This gay, like, confrontation shit is like... Dude, it's so gay. So gay.
And
everyone's-
I'm getting flashbacks, man.
Like, what do you
and
think online?
Welch's Fruit Snacks were clearly just being ironic because they're both fucking spurgs. Yeah, even Axel knew. And guess what? Axel isn't even from this fucking community. Axel's from a whole other shithole. Papa Ron says he knows. Cyanide knew. You're just a fucking idiot. Who are you fooling?
This was an event, by the way. They made a time for it and everything. Okay, yep. There is going to be consequences, okay? Consequences will never be the same. Okay, the day of reckoning is about to come, folks. The day of reckoning is about to come. A lot of people are about to lose their fucking reg, okay?
Who are you fooling? Please tell me who you are fooling.
Me. You got me, to be honest.
Thank you, Spilling. I'm fooling Spilling.
Thanks, Kyle Spinley.
We're doing a Soviet-style Great Purge, okay? We're doing a fucking Soviet-style Great Purge.
He's on my side. I gotta listen.
So according to the
This-
majority
okay,
of the
gotta
people in this
know.
chat, they knew.
So
Even the person,
they knew that.
even the
they knew
person who
someone made the
fucking
turkey Thomas try.
yes, most people in this
When was this?
little shitter community know.
When was this?
This was like 2 years ago, maybe? Was it 2 years ago?
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
It was a while back. This is like a been known thing, bro.
And the
Well,
people
I
who are
guess I-
saying no are clearly being fucking irony poison spurgs.
Oh, so there's no burden. There is no burden that can be met because anytime somebody says they don't know who these people are, you're just gonna claim that they're being irony poisoned. So there's no, you're trying to use these people as like a bit as a point of reference for whether or not these people are known for some reason. And the people that don't know this person, they're just irony poisoned.
Do you have anything else to say?
Well, I mean, oh yeah, who do you think Adi has the most interact? In fact, who do you think had? Yeah,
I don't think that bears any
Between-
relevance
who
to
has
this
the most
conversation.
interactions?
Oops,
I don't think
glue,
that bears any
glue
relevance
yeah.
sweeping.
Who has the most interactions with Adi here?
in this entire audience. I don't know. I don't think
Entire
that bears
audience.
any relevance.
No, it's in the entire Discord.
In the entire Discord, I don't fucking know. And I don't think this. I
You
don't think this
do know.
bears any
You
relevance.
do know. You do know.
I don't know, and it doesn't bear any
It's you.
relevance.
It's you. You are the one who's
Doesn't bear
interacting
any
the most.
relevance.
Oh, is that true? Is that true? Also, a few weeks ago, didn't somebody say... Hold on, I'll wait for Glue to get in here before... I'll wait for Glue to get in here before I bring up what I've been hearing. This is ridiculous. Okay, honestly, out of all my mods, I give Toki the most shit. Toki is my best mod, okay? Because Toki's my most active mod, and Toki doesn't do gay shit like this. Toki gets under my skin, but Toki does not do shit like this. So honestly, it's Toki Appreciation Day, everybody. Toki's like incredibly homosexual, but it's Toki Appreciation Day, because Toki does not do shit like this.
This conversation. It also wouldn't prove that I'm a simp at all, especially when we've seen your interactions.
How am I interacting with Simpy? I don't understand.
Because you went to their account to find out their interests and then randomly brought it up.
What? Bro, what do you mean? I just went on their account because they were in
I
the
just went on their
Discord call.
account. Yeah,
Toki came up with the idea to make this a stage? I'm getting betrayed at every corner. Are you serious? Dude, that is Toki's... Dude, I'm getting betrayed at every corner.
yeah. If you just went on their account, you wouldn't have
Listen.
embarrassingly deleted your message mid-conversation.
What do you mean?
You deleted your message. I have the message, not in the server anymore. You
Yeah,
want to know
because I
why?
thought
Because you
you said
deleted
it out
it.
of context.
AIDS
I didn't say
gang
you out of
represent,
context. You deleted
okay?
it.
You may want to watch more Lil Bro. Toki does a little funny haha thingy-majig.
Okay, I'm scared now.
You
Deleted
fucking
it.
deleted your message.
I deleted it because you took it out of context.
I didn't. Okay, then why aren't you adding the context? You didn't have to delete it. No one was forcing your hand to delete it.
I mean, I don't know.
Dude, and then David has ownership of the Reddit because he needs 51 days to transfer it. And he like quit as mod, and I'm gonna try and get a hold of the guy. I can't get my Reddit back. There is a coup happening.
I just
You
deleted
don't
it
know?
every time. I
Yes,
don't
you
care.
do know. Did someone have a gun up to your
I
head
missed it.
forcing you to
I
delete it?
Just do the Dickers meta and only mod women? No. I'm a feminist, a devout feminist, okay? But, it just wouldn't end well. I'll mod some women, but only women just would not end well with the people in this fucking audience.
I looked at their Twitter account. I don't see what the problem is.
I'm not saying there's a problem with it, but when you're
Well,
calling me out
good, it's
for
good. I'm
for
glad that
fair,
there's no
okay,
problem.
I'm not saying there's a problem with it, but when you're calling me out for fairly innocent things, then it bears the bone on you. You have done more weird shit. You've also done weird shit. According to you, that's weird shit, by the way. I'm not saying any of this is weird shit, but according to you, it is weird shit. So you are weird.
We're really having the debate over who's weird right now, dude? Fuck my life. Is this gonna when I was thinking like when I die, what legacy am I gonna leave behind? And it's gonna be this, dude. Really? It's gonna be this? This is gonna be my legacy? I can't take it anymore, man. I can't take it anymore.
You're gonna if you're gonna apply this logic onto me, I'm gonna apply the same logic onto you, and that would also make you a fucking weirdo. And not only that, I never apologized for like, oh, you're ugly. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's what you did. And most people would see that as simp behavior.
I don't understand how that's some behavior though.
You are apologizing for calling some random internet woman ugly. Why?
Okay.
It's a random fucking
'cause-
Discord server. You don't need to do that.
Raise your hand if you think Chronic's a brownie.
What the fuck? Okay.
Thanks, Kyle.
Alright, this is an even worse representation because he's fucking Indian? What is it with you people and Indians? I don't get it. Okay, I don't get it. I never see like, oh, you're Irish. You're Irish. Gonna get drunk some more? Like, what is it with just like with Chinese, Indian? Like, it's the only thing you guys talk about.
Okay, that's just gonna get
I'm in the
everyone
chat.
to speak. That's just gonna get everyone to speak.
I'm in the chat. The number one if you think Chronic's an Indian brownie.
Oh,
and
now
this
you're
character-
getting people to type in the chat. This is like, dude, this is so gay. This is so gay. And I don't like it. Like, a spicy chat does the same thing. And I think it's like the most gay shit ever.
is blue
It's just a million people
Thanks.
going at one guy. It's like one random guy.
with
Thanks.
purple hair.
Thanks, everybody.
And that was a joke, by the way. I love the Irish.
Guys.
So, Chronic, do you have like a point? Because I don't really think.
I'm ready, but I only have a limited amount of time.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Because Indians are funny.
Thank you for the... They do make good comedians. Alright, Glue.
Yo, what's up?
How long do you have?
I have like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not limit. Dude, I love when people say, yeah, I have a limited amount of time. It's like, yeah, I got
Well, I didn't know how long you wanted this conversation to be.
2 hours.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Alright, Chronic, I'm adding you. Did he block me?
I mean, he's in the server. We can just go in the server.
Alright, yeah,
if that-
yeah, drum voice chat. So
Have any
what?
questions to ask me?
Yeah.
Before we get...
So what made you feel like you needed to make a fucking space or a stage over this?
Okay, so this was not just me. This was not my doing. This was not only me. So originally, what happened was, me and Chronic were making fun of each other in the general chat, and Lumpy was like, "Oh, let's do this on Aiden's stream," and I was like, "Okay, let's do this." Chronic didn't fucking want to do that, but me and Lumpy really, really wanted like something to happen. We wanted something to get out of this because we thought it'd be a really funny idea. I still think it's a funny idea. I still think the fucking stage is funny. Um, so we asked him, "Hey, do you want to go onto Aiden's live stream and do it?" And he said no because he had heart problems. He had a bunch of anxiety, and that he couldn't do it.
Heart problems.
He said, he even said in fucking what's it, Purple Pepsi's chat, "Oh, I have extreme heart palpitation problems. I just couldn't fucking do. I couldn't go on Aiden's live stream."
Okay.
And that was his whole excuse the entire time. So we're like, okay, let's do it. Let's do a Discord VC. And originally, it was just supposed to be in a general chat, in a general VC. But Toki was like, no, it has to be in a stage. I didn't even know we could do a stage. I thought we weren't.
Toki, can you listen? Toki, you deserve a chance to defend yourself. Can you get in here? Listen, I
don't hate Toki for that either. I thought it was a fun idea.
It sounds like he may be a bit of a hypochondriac. Okay. But I get like the having like your average person is gonna have anxiety. In a
There's nothing wrong with it.
So, and
I'm
this
just
guy,
saying...
he sounds young. He sounds young. Like he's gonna now saying his heart. I don't know if I believe that. It could be true. There's nothing unrealistic about having heart palpitations, but you know, I understand if you have like anxiety doing something like this.
He could have just said no though. Like no one forced his hand. If he really didn't want to do this and he had extreme anxiety, he could have never. He could have just said, "Yeah, I don't want to do this."
Yes. Okay. Yes. But was it like this? Is obviously like a younger dude. Like, was it if he said no? Like, be honest. You all were gonna like accuse him of running and like bully the shit out of him, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So yes. Even though he doesn't have to say yes. When you have like younger, more impressionable people like this, it like. The anxiety is gonna make them say yes if they're just gonna get like fucked with if they say no.
It's just Discord though.
It is just Discord, but you have to remember a lot of the people that are using this shit are like Spurg, autists, and this is like a lot more serious to them than it should be. And I'm sure if we go through your interactions with people, we could probably find times where you took things more seriously than you should have, right?
Yeah, probably. But like you could just say no. Like it's not that difficult. And I will admit, yeah, I've had my moments, but like it hasn't been to like this extent where he's typing in chat for like an hour. I have heart problems. I can't do this.
It's not that difficult to say no. Yeah, but that's not like a linear. That's like not like a uniform thing. And if it's a thing where you have like a group of, I mean, you yourself have been talking about the fact there's 30 people in there. When you have that many people that are all gonna like accuse you of running and shit, and like even after he left, you guys were still going at him. You know, it's gonna be very difficult to say no out of that fear of being pressure or of peer pressure. I know that sounds gay. People are gonna be like, "Oh, that's so gay," but that's just the reality of it. This is I think a random shitter. He sounds young, and if you're by your own admission gonna bully the shit out of him and accuse him of running, if he doesn't do it, then he's gonna do it even if he really doesn't fucking want to.
I'm sorry. It's just fucking funny to me. I don't really know. I mean, I guess you're right. I just think that entire idea is really funny to me.
I mean, it's not that funny. I
think it's funny. Fucking guy on Discord doesn't want to go into a call because he has anxiety over a stupid Discord interaction. I think that's hilarious.
Dude, for a fucking how old is this guy? He sounds like 19. He sounds like
he's my age.
You're 18. Okay, so this fucking
I'm 19.
Okay, he's 19. He's 19. Okay, so a 19-year-old. A 19-year-old who's probably socially maladaptive. He's fucking using Discord in these online communities, and probably somebody that, you know, isn't like your like Giga Chad, like popular kid in high school or whatever the fuck. Dealing with like 36 people brigading him is probably gonna be like it's probably gonna be normal to feel anxiety.
Well, I don't think I need to tell you this, Aiden, but I wasn't the most popular person in high school. I had some anxiety. I
don't give a fuck. Okay, I hate when people do this.
It doesn't matter, bro.
I don't
it's
care.
Funny. Why don't you think this is funny? This is fucking amazing.
I don't care if you got raped in high school. Okay, that does no bearing on like that doesn't carry over to like the other person's experience. Just because in a generalization or like a general inference about what kind of person someone's gonna be based on X and Y criteria doesn't apply to you, doesn't mean it's not gonna apply to them.
And I don't even if he I don't think he's telling the truth about a lot of this. If he had such anxiety over this, why is he in Purple's chat? Why is he in your chat still talking about
Do you
this?
not think, okay, do you not think there's going to be like a way, do you not think there's going to be, okay, this is just like basic shit. Do you not think like talking to somebody in like a audio format, a voice format is going to be like way different in terms of your like emotional engagement and like how present it feels versus like typing behind a screen?
I agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, like,
that's why he didn't want to come into the fucking call.
yeah. So exactly. So I don't know what, like, what's the disagreement here?
I don't know. I just think this is funny and you don't.
I don't, I mean, I'm not like fucking being like, this is like evil or whatever the fuck, because it's not, but like, this is really cringe. This is really cringe. This is really pathetic. And it really isn't that, like, it's not like that funny.
I thought it was funny. I had fun. I would like to thank Lumpy Willie for taking his time to be there. It was great.
Why? I think you did have fun, but I think it was because something he did to you must have really hurt. And,
No, dude.
and you feel great about the prospect of getting back. So my
No,
question is,
I have a message.
why
I have a message.
wait, no,
Sorry,
no,
sorry, sorry,
no.
sorry, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, you
my
should
bad.
be sorry.
My bad.
You should be sorry. My question is to you, why did him calling you a simp get you so enraged?
It didn't. Lumpy just came up with this idea. Hey, do you want to do this? I was like, hell yeah, that sounds fun. And not only that, there is a message where he was like, oh, I really just need a W against glue. He said that verbatim in the server.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking autist. He says embarrassing cringe shit. I believe you.
Plus, I think banter like this is fun. Even if I was going to lose, I've gone onto your fucking VCs and I've lost.
Banner like this is fun in the context of like when it's like a fair fight or in like a friendly manner. When you're like it would be very easy for me to go find a kid with Down syndrome on the street. And I'm not saying that's him here, but I could go find a kid with fucking Down syndrome and start like roasting the shit out of him, and I'd probably like win or whatever the fuck, right? But that's not fun. That like it's not a fair fight, right?
I don't think me and him though are like that different when it comes to like our advantages and shit.
What do
Except
you,
for the fact he just
because
had,
you're the
he came
same
into this with
age?
that anxiety.
Do you
No,
do you
just
okay,
in general.
do you
Like
do,
we're both. Yeah, what's up?
okay, are you like really that retarded that you maybe you two are do have the same advantages?
Maybe, dude. Maybe.
Because this sounds
care.
retarded. Like you think just because you're the same age, like the factors
No,
are
not because we're the same age.
are gonna be the same.
No, we both use this fucking Discord server, which in itself is, suspicious. We use it a lot, which is again suspicious.
What do you mean
And-
suspicious?
We're both fucking losers, dude. But it's fine. Who cares? It's a fucking Discord conversation.
Okay, listen, I wouldn't care if it wasn't being done like by my mods and my server, like under my name. But do you like you're familiar with the Laya Convoy drama, right?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about when you mention that.
Okay, you can go watch it. It was a big that was way more extreme than whatever this is. But it's the prospect of doing these like gay Discord stages where you have about 40 people going at one guy and it's like a super unfair fight. And it would be way different if this was like a creator or a streamer or something. But this is like some random guy. This is like he's not like a streamer. He's not like this is literally just some random guy. And like that's when I think it gets really gay. Like if this were happening, if you were all 40 of you ganging up on me, I don't think that'd be like a huge deal. I'm somebody that is has a public presence or a much more public presence than him. I go after other people. This is some like random guy.
I think it's funny mainly because not only did he like react like that, have the heart problems and all that, but this happened that this vitriol he had towards me started like a little after his mod got taken away for deleting all those random messages. So that's why I really don't think like this applies. He was clearly the aggressor here. I'm a helpless victim.
The aggressor, I mean, what was he? Did he just call you a simp? Like what was do you
No,
have
even without the simp stuff, fucking Dust Bunny can attest here. This
Okay,
guy
I don't-
has been like
I don't need
I'm just giving a source. This guy has like had a bone out for me ever since. And when this happened, it was all going down in general chat. It's not
who
like it's not like
cares? Just ignore
I'm
it.
explaining. It's fun. Fuck.
Just ignore it. You're a fucking mod. This is like you're a mod.
You don't think there's a way to have fun with it?
There's I mean I guess like I don't know like this just seems like really terminally online.
I don't think it's that serious. I really don't care. In all honesty, I mean, I'm saying I don't care, but I made a fucking Google slide. So I can't really say that.
yeah. It seems like you might care. And you're trying to overcompensate right now. I'm gonna be honest.
I cared a little bit because I think the banter is fun.
That's
And
but is that really like I don't believe you. I don't think anybody
you don't
believes
believe
you.
me?
Was it really just like because it was fun, or did this
Yes,
guy
Lumpy Willie came to me and it was like, "Do you want to do this?" And
did
I was
this
like,
guy
"Sure, why not?"
calling you a simp get under your skin? Because I know
No,
I'm not gonna not to dig skeletons out of the closet. I know people used to call you a simp a lot. So did this like get
yeah, a
on?
simp for you, buddy.
No, no, no. I'm not gonna.
And yeah, a simp for you, a simp for
I,
Hot Cheeto, a
I'm
simp
not
for
gonna.
a few other fucking girls.
I'm not gonna say her name. You know what I'm talking about. Let's not play
That
dumb.
is a completely different situation, but I've had other situations that are
Yeah.
very similar.
So then the thing is, right? The thing is, like, part of me believes this got under your skin, and that's why this whole thing happened.
Not
Just
really. It doesn't. I really don't think of it that way, in my opinion.
uh,
Or at least I personally just don't think that.
okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think like I think it should be a fair fight. I don't think it should be like done in like an official stage. If you two want to get into VC together, that's fine.
I think you are right. Maybe it was a little too much to put this guy on a fucking stage. But this is definitely not just me doing this. It's a collaborative effort, and I appreciate Toki and Lumpy helping me with this. This was great. But I think you are right. Mods should probably be a little bit more responsible and not fucking bully a guy to death.
I'm sure this is a collaborative effort, but I'm also sure that without Toki in the equation, I'm sure this still would have happened. Without
Yeah,
Lumpy,
but not on a stage. It would have been a random VC.
without Lumpy in the equation, I'm sure this still would have happened. But like,
Not really. I wouldn't have
s-
done this if he ever didn't ask.
I think if Lumpy asked, you wouldn't have done this.
He said, "Oh, do you guys want to go on to Aiden's stream?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Chronic didn't want to. There was no discussion of a VC before this. Like this was just a little back and forth, like little shitter thing.
Okay, so some guy who, and you know, I have been, you know, me and Lumpy are cool or whatever, but Lumpy likes content. He's only in it for the content. He wants to make content for himself. He suggests it, so then you're like, okay, let's just go do it. Like not
Yeah,
thinking,
that sounds fun.
this might be a
I
little
want the
gay.
content too.
Yeah, but this isn't like content. This is like it's
You're reacting to it right now.
no. But did you know this was being recorded when you went into it?
Yes,
You did. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I was told. I was told that this was going to be recorded.
Maybe that's a little better. But if it wasn't being recorded, would you have still done this?
Yes.
Okay, so obviously it was just like for your guys' own personal amusement. There was no like this wasn't gonna be
Yeah,
on
there's nothing wrong
stream.
with that.
There was gonna be nobody's like, yeah, but that's gay. That's so gay. This is like an unfair fucking fight. This is debate pedophilia to the max. This is like
Yeah, but you have to be. This is accept pedophilia.
this is like some random autistic Discord shitter, and like you guys are like sitting here like bring
AIDS gang represent.
entire
okay?
Google slides.
Aiden, I'm giving you money
That
to
was
publicly
awesome, dude.
execute this guy.
Autistic
His
PowerPoint
Giga Cope is
presentation.
maximum levels of gay.
This is you're playing it off in hindsight like it's fun. It was a joke, but you cared. You cared. This made you really.
I did care. Yeah, it was banter.
I wasn't fucking
Who
born.
doesn't fucking love banter?
No, because the implication of banter is like it's friendly back and forth. There's a difference between banter.
Yeah, this is pretty friendly.
There's a difference
I
between
agree.
banter and going off on somebody or trying to get under somebody's skin because they did something to slight you and you really care. There's a difference between those two things.
Yeah, I don't think I cared like that. I think I cared because it was fun and I wanted to go
This
into
guy,
this. And, like,
listen, I wasn't fucking born yesterday. What this
I don't think
guy,
that's true.
I wasn't born. Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. What this guy said to you really got under your fucking skin for one reason or another. And I think it's possibly because this has been something said to you in the past and also got under your skin back then. And I think your response to cope with this was to try to get back at him and get some validation by dunking on him
was
in front of
years ago,
by dunking on him in front of 30 people.
That was years ago. I don't care about any of that now.
Chronic, yeah, you could join Colin.
Yeah, he could join right now. Come on. Although, I wonder why he doesn't have anxiety now. I wonder what changed.
He seems like he does. I had to push him. I think he can
You
see.
had to push him.
I think he can see.
All right,
Wait,
here, I'll drag
that's
him in
so.
here.
That's such a retarded comment. He obviously he can see I'm gonna be fair in this conversation. Now,
did you-
now, Chronic. If you think I'm just gonna be like all on your side here, that's not what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. But I'm obviously not gonna. It's not gonna be like what happened in the other VC, where it's just gonna be me and Glue like fucking ganging up on you or whatever the fuck.
That is what's gonna happen. He's lying.
Wait, Aiden, can you hear me? Is my voice okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. This is what I just want to say. I think that Glue may have some sort of feelings for this Adia person. It might not be like anything serious, but basically what I was doing is I was trolling him, and I think he thought Oh no, he knew I was trolling, but he took it to heart because maybe to a degree it was a little bit true. So
Sure, but what? I guess like what evidence? Because like everything you presented before
no,
does.
no, no. It's listen. There is no evidence that's true. But if you look at all his responses, listen, he went after some random Twitter account because he thought it was me. Isn't that a bit weird?
He went
Buddy,
after, wait, he went after some random.
So here's what happened. So I was going through my Twitter timeline and I saw your tweet about the AIDS gang art, and I noticed there is a reply. Let me read this verbatim.
That wasn't
Let
me,
me,
by the
let
way.
me-
Just
hold on. Let me go into Lumpy Willie's DMs. That's where this is. I found a tweet by a guy named 11x Boca, and it said Turkey Tom Shrine Girl joined it a week ago, caused a mod and a random dude to have a debate fight over it. And I replied, I found Chronic's alt account. You want to know what happened? A mere 5 minutes. I replied after this. The
What?
fucking account deleted.
yeah, that
It got
wasn't me.
deleted.
I have a.
Oh,
I have
I'm
a,
sure. I'm
I have
sure.
a,
I'm sure you're not
I have a
lying.
private only Twitter, dude. I don't
Okay,
have a
so the
public.
AIDS
Twitter
gang
account
represent,
immediately just
okay?
fucking deleted. And when I
Aiden
looked
feel
at
Yeah,
this account
both of
bro,
before
you.
it got
They are
deleted,
weak and
all of
won't
its
Aiden,
survive
replies
the
were to
people
winter.
your
have two
tweets,
Twitter
and it would
accounts.
tweet about Indian shit. I'm not saying that's a joke. That's all it did. I have
Aiden,
no
is it
proof of
possible to
that,
have?
but like that's all the
Aiden,
replies.
I don't tweet about anything, bro. I have a
Okay,
private Twitter,
shut the
and I don't
fuck
tweet.
up. Okay, one at a time. Okay, please. I'm
Okay,
about to
sorry.
blow my fucking brains out, dude. I can't. Okay, one person at a time. Okay, Chronic. Sorry. What do you want to say?
So what I wanted to say was I have a private Twitter, no tweets. I literally just use it for looking at Twitter accounts and maybe liking posts. That's literally all I use it for.
Okay. All right. So you have a private Twitter. They think this alt is yours. You don't. You're saying it's not because your Twitter's private, even though that doesn't mean that doesn't like invalidate
No, bro.
the possibility of you having an alt. But who can? No, wait. But who cares? You have an alt. That was your alt account, and you were defending yourself on alt, or you weren't. Who cares? This like adds no substance to this conversation. This has absolutely no substance.
What I wanted to say is I think that it just shows that Glue's a bit obsessive in a way. And also, Glue said something about what was it? He thought simping meant like predatory behavior or something like that. I think I don't know
I
if
don't
that's a
remember
lie.
saying that.
Did you think that, Clue?
I think I said at most it was weird, but that's about it.
No, because then when you said I was a simp,
No.
you used
I
terms
think I
like
know what you're talking about.
stalking.
I think I said
You used terms
creeper,
like
but I wasn't
stalking.
like calling you a fucking creeper. I was just saying it's a little weird, a little creepy. But hey, I guess I'm wrong. I did say the behavior was creepy.
Wait, what?
If you wanted to.
Wait, what behavior of his is creepy?
Oh, I was saying that. Oh, hey, you going through this random person's Twitter account and then like bringing this random topic up is a little creepy, but that's about it.
Wait, because
I think it's a little weird.
because he scrolled through someone's Twitter account.
Yes.
You think
I
that?
think going through someone's going through someone's Twitter account and like fucking randomly bringing up some music topic is a little weird, a little creepy.
Dude, Dude, I did that. I think I've done that. I did that like 5 times today. Am I a
You're
creep?
a fucking creep, dude.
Yes. You're a creep for going through someone's Twitter account.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, insanely. I'm shaking. I'm shivering right now.
You should be.
Think about it, dude. There's nothing to that. Okay, there's nothing to that. That's not
right.
That's not fucking creepy at all.
I think it's creepy. Sorry.
What is? I think then you have no concept of what the word creepy means. Then there's nothing creepy
I think you just
about
might be
that.
creepy and you don't like it.
Oh wait, and you did say stalking. Ali Khan makes a good point. Scrolling through someone's account who is a notable person in this community, going through their account, which I have done several times to several people, is not fucking creepy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, you're doing Schrodinger's retard.
You can claim whatever you want, buddy.
Nope, Schrodinger's retard. Your defense
okay.
mechanism. I think you might be the one with anxiety, to be honest.
I'm the one with anxiety.
Very cringe defense
What
mechanism.
are these allegations?
I think you overanalyzing him looking at someone else's tweet is a bit creepy.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think you're retarded, Glue. I'm gonna be honest.
Wait. Okay.
Buddy,
Chronic.
I don't want to.
Chronic, you're not. Nope. Shut up. Okay, Chronic, you're not in the clear here either. Okay, you obviously there was no basis to like the simp shit you brought up against.
Okay, no. Wait, actually, I wanna explain this point because I'm glad you brought it up. Basically, the rules were if I lost the debate, I would be banned from the server. So I was
What?
forced
true.
to
I
take it
didn't condone
seriously.
this.
The rule was that we would
Yeah,
vote
that's
on
what
it.
that's what
And he didn't do that.
Lee
He
said.
left the server.
That's not how that works. I didn't give anybody permission to do shit like this.
I was gonna ask you.
You're gonna ask me. Okay, why would I ever say
course.
yes to something like this?
I thought you were cool like that, man. Fuck. I thought you would have said yes.
No.
I'm sad.
Okay. I mean, this is like so pathetic, man. I don't know. Like
I'm sorry,
Chronic,
Aiden.
Chronic, are you autistic?
I'm diagnosed, but I was planning on getting a diagnosis.
Oh, you're not diagnosed.
No.
Okay, then we'll just say you're not for now. Although that doesn't mean you're not. Okay. I mean, it's just, dude, this is just like, this just seems, I hate to use this word. This word is so gay. This seems like just like an excuse to bully some guy. I'm gonna be totally honest. Like,
I mean, that's true.
yeah, but that's gay. Like I'm okay with bullying if it's like a fair fight. If it's like if I was going up against like, I don't know, fucking lyrics or something. It's like,
you care about ethical bullying. Why?
what? Wait, aren't you literally like a politics bro? Like talking about like
Yeah, I'm a liberal.
talking about don't you talk about ethical shit all the time? Like how the wages we pay legal farm workers, it's not ethical or whatever. So
Yeah, it's a little different.
So no, it seems like you pick and choose when to be ethical. Like you only care about ethics when it's about something that you don't have to actually personally do. So you have no bearing. You have absolutely no bearing on if we say illegal farm workers need to be paid a livable wage. That you can have that opinion and you don't need to change anything with your own life. Now this, all of a sudden you don't care about ethics when it's something that would require change from you.
Actually, that does have effect on my life. I live near a farm.
Okay, that actually has no effect on your life unless you are a fucking farmer employing.
I have been, yeah.
Do you employ illegal farmhands?
No. I
Okay.
can't. I wouldn't be able to say that on stream even if I was.
Okay, but this has no bearing on your life. I know you don't fucking live on a farm. I know you don't own a farm. I know you
I have
don't.
pictures of chickens. You want to see those?
I know you don't. I know you don't fucking own a farm. Okay.
Whatever, buddy. I have chickens and ducks.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say.
I don't care. That's different than owning a farm. Even if you've chickens or ducks, the wage issue of like illegal workers, most of which are in fucking
AIDS gang
are in
represent,
California. I'm not gonna dox you.
Pepsi is in waiting, let him in.
Okay.
It still has an effect on my life though because of the prices. Everything has an effect on you, even if you don't think so.
Okay. This is just insane cope. So why is it that you don't care about ethics in this situation?
Because it's Discord bullying.
Okay, that's not an argument. That's just you restating what the thing is.
Yeah, it's Discord bullying. I don't think that there's much of a impact on somebody getting bullied on Discord.
Okay.
And I don't really think he cares either because he's here right now when he couldn't be. So actually, I think I helped him because he's on the live stream now.
Do you not think if this were a guy that were already like in? Okay, no, I'm not letting any. This is like so gay. Okay, I'm not letting anybody in. Okay, I'll let people in when I want to let them in. This whole drag this person, drag that person, and then I have to fucking like have this awkward exchange where I don't know like why I have them on is retarded. I love Parry. I'm not having him on right now. I'm sorry. Holy fuck. I'll have him on when we're done with this conversation. With these people in the call. Yeah, I'll let him in when I'm done with what I want to say, you fucking retards.
I'm on a time constraint, and I got
On a time
not that
constraint.
much.
Yeah, gotta go feed the ducks.
Yeah, I do. You wanna see it?
Gotta go feed the illegal farm workers locked up in the barn.
Yeah, our illegal farm workers, by the way.
You don't get to joke with me.
Fuck you.
Anyways, dude, you've become the thing you've hated the most. You've literally become morale.
I've heard this claim many times, and I don't like it. Please don't say that.
Well, it's true. You're like sitting here doing Schrodinger's retard. You're selectively caring about ethics. I mean, this is just
What has Morale ever done that?
the selectively caring about ethics.
I don't remember Morale ever doing that.
Like when he was morally outraged. Well, you literally brought this up against him when he was morally outraged over Cheetos interactions with the 16-year-old, and then he had
I
DMs
conceded.
with the 17-year-old. Okay, so yes, but we know he did do that. So yeah, he. Okay.
How am I doing that?
How are you selectively caring about ethics? Because you're like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Why do you care about the ethics of this or whatever the fuck? When your like whole political ideology like hinges upon like giving a fuck about the other person.
And not really.
Not really. What do you think a liberal is?
Somebody who cares about civil liberties. That's me caring about my civil liberties.
Yes, but your own. So why do you care about illegal farm workers' fucking wages?
Because
Are you an
I don't
illegal
want...
farm worker?
Yes, but no, not really. I'm fucking with you. I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, so obviously your politics hinges upon caring about other people's civil liberties as well.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. So it seems like you selectively pick and choose when to apply, like.
But I feel like everybody
ethics.
would say that their political ideology is ethical. I don't think anyone's gonna say like they're not.
Yes, but a conservative political ideology is obviously going to care much more about like individualism and the benefit of one's own self, as opposed to liberalism, which tends to be concerned with like the civil liberties of like the greater whole. I'm not going to say conservatives don't give a fuck about the other person, or their ideology inherently doesn't. But like it is much more present amongst liberals.
I mean, I think you could bend it both ways.
Okay,
for, like,
I don't care. I don't want to get into a gay politics subject. Like, my point
Okay,
is,
whatever.
you selectively pick and choose when to apply ethics, and it's really fucking gay. And this was obviously a very unfair fight.
I don't care.
It seems like this only happened because you care.
Yeah, because it was fun, and I wanted to go into a VC.
Are you lonely? Do you like not have a life?
I have a life.
You do have a life. Okay, so why couldn't you go like hang out with some friends or something?
I work a lot.
Oh, okay. So your friends like sleeping?
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry to hear that. On a Friday night?
of course.
Like this is what you spent doing on your Friday?
Of course.
All right. Well, with that being said, I don't really, I think this whole drama is very gay as fuck. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this yet, but I'd prefer if something like this never happens in my server again.
It will never happen ever again without your permission.
Well, I'm gonna figure out. I need to think on this more. Chronic, it seems like you've absolutely no basis, or initially didn't have any basis for your accusations of Glue being some sort of simp. So I don't know what that was about, but it seemed like that was.
That was just banter. Well, that's how I felt it was, and then he made it serious.
Do
That's
we?
why-
I did not.
Do we have screenshots of the initial DMs like that caused all this?
I don't. There are no DMs. Like
Or
I
not
never
DMs.
DM'd.
Sorry, the messages. The messages.
You have to scroll up. There's so many. I
The,
don't think I could pinpoint it like accurately.
Can you just
you might want to ask Chronic if on this one because I'm
all right,
way too lazy.
if you could find the first one and copy and paste it in my DMs, so I could just like go up to it in the server.
I think I want to refute this. Chronic, you're saying I'm taking this too seriously. You literally said that you had anxiety problems over this.
Yeah, because
Isn't that you taking it a little too seriously?
But that's my body. I can't control that.
Yeah, I mean that like I'd say like a good amount of people would have anxiety over like
Over Discord?
being ganged up on by like 30 people, especially if
On
this is, like,
Discord?
especially if why do you think people are in online communities?
Because it's fun.
That's partially why, but a lot of these people do so out of proxy for like a real or out of a IRL social life. And I think that is, it's funny to laugh at and clown on or whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, they're not really doing anything wrong. Like if they just prefer this being the medium of like how they socialize, that's fine. I don't really see what the big issue with that is. But like even for like non-terminally online people, to have like 30 people gang up on you and knowing that they're probably going to go harder if you don't continue to engage, as you yourself have already conceded. You guys would have gone like 10 times harder had he left and not joined the call. That could be pretty anxiety invoking, especially if somebody's only 18 years old.
That's still funny.
I don't think it's that funny. I think you're overplaying how funny that is.
Yeah, Aiden, I'm
disagree.
sorry, but I'm having a difficulty finding it.
It's okay. I'll figure it out.
Sorry.
But what do you want to go from here? What do you want me to do?
I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. Pepsi. No, I'm not saying 18's like a fucking baby, but obviously you're gonna be a lot more socially insecure when you're fucking 18. Everybody knows this. Perry, what do you want to say? What's up, buddy?
Alright.
This friend here. Oh, hi, Aiden. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man?
I have to go in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
Immediately, Glue starts conversation.
I
"Get out of
said,
here.
buddy, I
Get away
said
from
going
here."
into this.
I did earlier. I said it earlier. Stop making no. Shut up, man. Anyway, what are you guys talking about? I've been listening. Wow, amazing response, Glue. You really know how to get the people going. Saying "dur dur dur." Now it's very hard to tell when you're just making noises versus you actually are just that retarded. That's what you sound like. So if I was you, I would focus on saying other stuff. Like, here's one thing you could do.
Glue,
Here's one thing
very
you can
unfunny.
do. Whoa,
Very
yeah.
unfunny.
Here's one thing you can do, Glue. You can apologize to me for muting me. Go ahead.
I will not apologize to you
Why not?
because I don't want to. Why are you
Right,
asking?
because
me to apologize?
you're upset about it, right? Because you know you did the wrong thing, but you don't want to admit that.
I did
in
the right
public.
thing. That was the right
You
thing.
did the right thing. It was the right
Yes.
thing to. So the reason you gave for muting me was, I gotta finish my point. So you're saying you had some sort of OCD meltdown over the fact you couldn't finish your sentence because I was
Yeah, I
saying,
wanted to
wait,
finish my sentence.
the thing you did to other people, right? And it was the right thing to do. You had to self-soothe a lot, like many autistic people do, actually. And it was the right thing to do for that reason. Is that what you're getting at, Glue?
I have no idea what you said.
I don't even know. What's this guy saying? What he's saying?
I'm not even
what?
saying
Huh?
I don't know what you mean.
What is this guy saying here? What? Just
I think
you
you're
just
going
don't
I think you're going this
engage.
a little too deeply, buddy.
When somebody actually like says something to you and they get you off, you just say, "What is this guy talking?"
That's
about?
not,
You do
that's
this
not
all
what
the
I think you're thinking
time.
about this a little too deeply. That's not what I mean. I'm just
You're
confused.
analyzing my
Sorry, Dad.
behavior. That's fucking crazy. This guy's crazy. Shut up, Glue. Okay? Yes or no? Did you mute me because you were fucking embarrassed that you couldn't get the word out and you had to tell everybody the real
I
narrative?
wanted to talk about what happened, so I muted you because you
Right.
were talking over me, and I wanted to, get that out.
Yeah.
And
all right. Yeah.
wait,
Why
I was
do you
talking
care so
over you.
much?
And
Why
when
are
you talk
spurting
over
about
other
getting muted
people,
in
do you mean
fucking
yourself?
Discord server, dude?
wait.
Why are you
Oh, I'm the one
spurting about
spurting
that?
out. I'm
You're the
spurting
one
out, guys.
demanding
This
an
guy's crazy. What's this guy
apology.
saying?
You're in here
I
like,
am.
oh,
I'm still demanding an
apologize to
apology
me
to
right
clarify.
now. Why did you mute me?
Yes.
Why
Go
did you
ahead.
do that?
That's not. That's
Go
not.
ahead, man.
That's not.
Go
what
ahead.
That's not what he sounds
I'm
like.
waiting.
I'm not apologizing to you, buddy. It's never happening.
Well, listen, if you're so above it all, why does it matter if you apologize or not? The answer is because you are
That's why I'm
insecure.
not like an apologizer.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why you're. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't care whether or not you did it. So go ahead and do
Yeah,
it.
that's why I'm not apologizing.
That's not how this
Sorry.
works, man. You're saying you don't care, but also
Yeah,
I'm not
I don't
going to
really
do this.
care.
I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do this because I don't care. That's
Why
not how
do you
that
want
works,
apology
retard.
so badly?
Because I know that you're in the wrong, and I want you to admit that publicly.
I'm not in the wrong, and I'm not giving you an apology. Sorry.
I'm not in the wrong. Well, you are in the wrong. It's very clear that
I'm
you
not.
being a crybaby, using your mod powers to get the narrative, so everyone in the fucking Discord public debate VC
Why do you care about the
your
narrative of a
perspective.
shitter drama, buddy?
I
What?
care that you're using your mod powers like a fucking
I need to
retard loser.
interject. I need to interject.
Go ahead.
I need to interject. Okay, it's this like whole like getting at everybody else for caring thing, Glue, doesn't really like seem to work when it seems like this whole thing happened because you care the most. Like
No,
How
you
do
made
I
that
care about
PowerPoint as a bit. You made that PowerPoint as a bit. He set up the
It
Discord
was
debate
for the
as a
fun
bit.
banter. I don't really think
It was for the fun banter, guys. That's why he had to mute
I don't
people
really
to get
think
his
of it
points
that
out.
deeply.
It was his fun banter. I mute people to make fun banter points. That's what he did.
Why do you
guys.
take
Come
getting
on.
muted on Discord so seriously?
Well, no, it's because after all, you were just doing it to create fun banter. That's why you had to mute me to get your position
Yeah, it was
out,
fun.
right?
And
It was fun banter. That's why you said, I had to finish my point! I had to finish my
You
point!
tried to
Because you were doing fun banter.
disconnected. So I mean,
Well, no, I didn't. You said that Toki kicked me. I was mad that someone muted me. It was you. It was this pathetic
Toki is
behavior.
the one who disconnected you from the call.
Don't care. You muted me. That was the issue, retard.
I
And I left that
don't
call.
care.
Doesn't matter. You
Oh, I
don't
thought
care,
Toki
right? You don't
disconnected.
care, right? You don't care at all. Oh, I don't even care about what happened. But also, it was all just bits, right? But also, you had to get your narrative, as you said. You said I had to say my points. That's why you muted
Yes.
me. So on the one hand, you muted me because you had to say your points. On the other hand, it's all bits.
Basically,
All right. Well, obviously that's like an inconsistent position, and you can pretend that like, yeah, whatever. But I mean, you're just saying, yeah, you're inconsistent, and obviously you do care, but you're pretending you don't.
huh?
What? Huh? What's this guy saying? This guy's crazy.
I mean, like actually repeat
Read it
that.
again, guys.
Repeat
Read it again,
exactly what you
guys.
said verbatim.
What, Aiden? Did you understand what I said? Maybe if you say it, we'll get to his head.
I kind of got locked in there. I zoned out, but it based on the gist of what you're saying, it sounds like is that Glue is like feigning not to care, but like if he didn't care, why did he mute you?
Why did he mute me? Why did he make the PowerPoint? You know, why did he set the whole thing up? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that points towards him.
Because
caring.
I don't care, as in the sense like, oh, I don't really
If you
really
don't care, why
as-
did you DM me personal information that like sort of dignifies you? Like I was saying
you
something, you
asked
DM me
who
information to
asked who got
disprove
rid
it.
of you. I was just answering your question.
All right, so you do care. I thought you didn't care, but now you care about what people say about you.
I don't care about who about like apologizing, but like you asked, and I was like, okay, here you go. I'm just gonna
Well, it's the
withhold that
same
information
topic.
from you.
Well, no, you have to go out of your way to send it to me to clarify. So you're pretending you don't care, but you're going out of your way to DM people about this. You're like spending a bunch of time in private Discord VCs, like self-soothing, like, did I do a good job? Yeah, no, you really owned this chronic guy.
All
Who did I ask? Did I do a good job? Wait, what?
All right, Pepsi. I'd love to keep this going. This is kind of gonna go in circles. You obviously won. But I think I've thought about it. I've just been thinking and reminiscing about what the next course of action will be. And I'm sorry to say, Glue, I'm very unhappy with what's occurred here. And I think that the response needs to be the revocation, effective immediately, of your mod and a 30-day exile from AIDS Gang. Now, this is not a permanent revocation. If at some point down the line, maybe a few months from now, you demonstrate some form of change, I'll consider it. But for now, I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. I actually really love to say it. You are being purged. So we'll see you in 30 days, buddy. Take
Bye,
care.
everybody. I'm sorry.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh. Well, hey, okay. I just wanted to get that out, I guess. Aiden, are you realize these people are skinwalking you? How does that make you feel? I'm just curious. I haven't had any skinwalkers yet. So I'm curious how you feel about that.
Oh, well, I'm a raging narcissist, so of course it makes me feel.
Okay, so you think that's how I should deal with it? I should just be happy when people like copy my mannerisms and jokes and like bits?
Yeah, but it's gonna be much harder to copy you. You're more complex, much more complex.
That's true.
In that light.
I appreciate that. Okay.
But yeah, I think what do they say? Mimicry is the most sincere, or imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Yeah. So
all right.
I am, except for when it's for gay shit like this. It's like a clone where like the machine malfunctioned. Then I think it's a bit gay.
I mean, you're like a 5th generation clone too, so he's like 6th generation by that logic. Pretty messed up.
A clone? What are you talking about, dude?
Well, you said yeah. You just said yeah, and now you're saying what you were talking. What do you mean?
Okay.
Do you want me to explain it?
I hate my life, dude.
So you said yeah. You said yeah, but you didn't actually understand what I meant. So that's what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. I need my fucking
Okay, I'll explain it. Okay, you're Generation 5. Generation 4 was Vosh. Generation 3 was Destiny.
I don't even watch
Generation
Vosh.
2 was. Well, listen. I mean, you don't have to watch someone to be their child, right? So there you go. Actually, sorry. I guess you're Generation 5. Generation 4 was Augie. Generation 3 was Vosh. Generation 2 was Destiny. Generation 1 was
Augie?
Bill Maher or whatever. I don't know. I've never watched Augie. I'm just sort of throwing it out there.
Dude, we couldn't be more different.
I wouldn't know. Maybe Connor.
No, oh my god, not that fucking gay lord. Anyone
Nick?
with that?
Nick?
I'll take Augie. I'll take Augie.
Are you a Willy Mac clone, perhaps?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Okay. Oh, is Chronic here? By the way, I see he's in the call. He didn't say anything. I'm not sure.
He is in the call.
Yeah, I was just quiet. I was just saying you do your thing.
Okay. What do you think, Chronic, about this whole ordeal?
I think trolling should be allowed, but yeah, just don't ruin the reputation of the creator in the making, in the doing of the trolling.
He's not gonna say what he really wants to because he's gonna look really gay for saying it. Actually, I don't even know if he wants to say this, but obviously, I think that went a bit too far. And I think that went a little bit farther than banter. And
But no, bro, at the beginning, I swear it was just banter.
Sure, at the beginning, but what I'm saying.
Well, that's why it went too far.
Yeah, it went beyond that, and I think that I would react a bit differently had it not been like being engaged by perpetrated by like my head mod. If it was just like some random shit, if Nico was doing it, I wouldn't really care as much. Just in a VC with you, I wouldn't really care as much. But it was a mod. He was muting people, organizing it like it was some fucking official event. So I take a bit more.
I thought it was official. I thought you were there. Well, Aiden, I'm curious because you know who Stylo is?
Yeah.
I've heard that Stylo has very bad things to say about Glue's YouTube moderation. He thinks he's like a oppressive YouTube mod.
Well,
curious if you have any opinions about that.
That's very funny. That's very funny that he would say that. I'm hidden in Chud's chat for life.
Oh, for life. All right, so you think it's hypocritical? Okay.
Well, I don't think he's the one that did it. I got banned from Spicy for like a week, but I don't think he's the one that did it in that time. I think it was because the only person that can hide people in chats is either the owner or somebody who has like the special moderator role, I think that gives them permission
Yeah.
to upload, and it's DK because it happened after I took a jab at DK.
Right. I guess that would make sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about DK, but it seems like him. Yeah.
I've had this long running beef with the guy because he waved at me on Discord and I didn't respond. In my DMs, he waved at me on Discord. I didn't fucking respond. And ever since then, he's been going to chats and like, this Aiden guy sucks. And then I brought up some old unflattering drama
Gang
about him.
represent, okay?
And it's just been a
Blue lost to Purple Elio Convoy. Pathetic.
True.
Well, okay, I just brought it up. Maybe you'd consider perhaps demodding him from your YouTube as well if other moderators are saying he does a bad job. But I don't know much about the YouTube moderation scene.
I
But, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
I remove my YouTube mod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what caused the war of the century. This is what caused the war of the century. Okay? I didn't respond to this message. God, this is why I am banned from Chud Logic's chat for life. Okay? Because of this. Fuck, dude.
It is fucked up. I never know how to respond when someone just waves. I think it's like, because I think, they're just sending that because, it's like how you show, hi, I know who you are. But I don't know if they want like a response. What do you say? What do you say to that?
I don't know. I didn't say anything. What am I supposed to say?
Well, that's what you did. I guess that's the wrong answer. So there must be a right answer.
I didn't know
right?
he would take it so personally. Holy shit. But yeah, he's had a beef. I don't really mind having a beef with him. I think he's listen, respect your enemies. I think he is great at what he does in terms of like the promotion of content. The editing of content, I think he's great. I would love to have someone like him working for me. But in the sense of his opinions, who he is as a person, etc., he is unfortunately very cringe.
You play modded Minecraft, Aiden?
I do not. No. I used to.
I heard someone in my chat was saying you're doing a bad job at invading Turkey.
I am. I'm just.
Apparently, you don't have any attachments to your units.
What does that
Like
mean?
they don't have equipment. I don't know. I'm reading their message.
They do have equipment.
It's saying that the equipment's bad and that you have your political power 1600 and that's bad apparently.
Why is having 1600 political power bad?
I guess you should be using it on other stuff. I'm not entirely sure about the details.
Well, I'm trying to take these countries before I use it. And then I'm going to use that to go and invade more. And the thing is, the more countries you threaten to invade, which requires political power, the more countries the United Kingdom and France are going to guarantee the independence of. And each time they do that, it costs more for them. So you have to threaten war against as many random countries as you can. Make sure the UK and France guarantee the independence of all of them. And then you threaten the country you actually want, and at that point, it's going to be too expensive for them to guarantee the independence.
Aiden, it's saying that your units are at half strength because of the equipment. That's what it's saying. That's what the guy is saying.
Well, he could go DM me about that.
Okay, I just wanted to bring that up. Well, anyway, Aiden. So I guess I don't want to like take up too much of your time.
No
Do
problem.
you have any other thoughts about the whole situation? I guess.
That's it. Actually, do you want to sit in VC and you could stream to 2 platforms? I was actually because I was gonna go make a coffee. I was gonna take.
Yeah. Okay, asshole. Whatever. You don't have to make a big deal of it. I'll fucking stay in your VC till we get back. Whatever. Get on with this, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Pepsi, here. I'll be right back, or I'll be back in 10.
Hi, 134 Aiden viewers and also my viewers. What was I doing? Well, I was reacting to the conversation Aiden was having. But I just talked to that guy. So I guess I'll move on to something else. Anyway, I'll tell you what, guys. You're only gonna get the footage of this if you're on my stream, but you will get the sort of description. So I got a donation goal. Earlier today. The goal was to describe my Metal Gear Solid X Usain Bolt joke. So let me just pull that up. I have to go on my Instagram. Okay, I have to go on my Instagram to find. I have to go on Instagram to find it. But so basically, just to clarify. Back in the day, obviously I used to use it. I mean, it's a pretty modern app, all things considered. So I say back in the day, but it's not actually that so long ago. I'm not sure if I'm using the term correctly. I might be misusing the term. I might be. I might be. So actually, but anyway, so I have to go on my Instagram and find this. But it's really cool because Metal Gear Solid is probably my favorite video game franchises. I know it absolutely is. But I've only played like 3 of the games. I played like 3 of the games. I played like 1, 2, and 5. I guess there's 2 of the fifth game. But it's like it's a good series. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. I don't know if you have like a strong opinion one way or the other. I don't know if you have a strong opinion one way or the other, guys. So but if you do, obviously let me know. I'll react to that opinion perhaps. But what I'm doing right now, right, is I have this I have this image and I'm gonna show it on my stream. Right. This is the Metal Gear Solid X Usain joke, okay? So it's a very straightforward start, I guess you'd say. It's I'm gonna paste it so obviously you guys in Aiden's chat can't see it, but I'll read it. So it's an image, as you can see, it's an image of a and this is a lot of Photoshop work. I'll explain the Photoshop analysis basically as I'm describing it, right? So I have a man, I think I looked up attractive man. I think I literally just looked up attractive man with eye patch. I think I looked up man with eye patch, right? Man with eye patch, right? And then I added some details, add some visual details that you guys will. Are you guys, listen, in Aiden's chat, I know you can't see any of what I'm talking about, but am I drawing a good picture so far? Mental image. Do you understand what I'm explaining to you guys mentally? Like as a mental image. Does that help? I don't know if that helped. I don't know. So a man, attractive man with curly hair and an eye patch. Okay, is that right? Okay, Tyrone gets it. Okay, so and then basically what I did is so Metal Gear Solid 5. If you look up Metal Gear Solid the Big Boss in your own time, you'll see it's probably it'll go into images, right? And then fuck. Well, basically they use a font. Okay, they use a font for the iDroid. Metal Gear Solid v iDroid, I believe. Yeah, they use the font for the iDroid. iDroid menu. Jesus Christ, man. These are getting good image results. They use a font, okay? They use a font here, okay? This font in as far as the text. And it's I love the font. It's my favorite. It's probably my favorite like sans serif font, I have to say. I don't know if you guys have strong sans serif font opinions. It's called FOT Rodin. Okay, it's FOT Rodin. Really good font, guys. Highly recommend it, okay? Anyway, so I found that font. It's you have to pirate the font. Okay? You have to pirate the font, okay? You have to pirate the font. I pirated the font. That's what I did. I ended up doing, right? And what I did was I used it to write text to add details to this image with an eye patch. Obviously, Metal Gear Solid, you have people with eye patches, right? So that's like part of the aesthetic there. It's part of the aesthetic. I also added stuff to his eye patch, but what I'm going to do is first, before I describe the edits I made, explain a bit to you, explain the process. First, what I'm going to do. No, I never played Police Notes correctly, but I heard it's good. But anyway, I'm going to read the text, okay? So this is the text, okay? Me when I'm a clone of Michael Phelps with the codename Wet Snake, and my Salt on Radar eye patch is creating a cigar for me before I head on to solve the Ukrainian conflict, thanks to my combined knowledge of the legendary Big Boss and the body of a young Michael Phelps. So is that drawing an image for you guys? So I know what you're saying that's not Usain Bolt. I'm getting to the Usain Bolt one, okay? I'm getting to the Usain Bolt one. But are you picking up what I'm putting down here, guys? Are you picking what I'm putting down here? Basically, I'm trying to get across this idea. We have a world. Basically, we have a world where there are these humans and they're being cloned, right? Michael Phelps, if you guys don't know, he's basically like a good swimmer, and people talk a lot about his genetics, right? They talk a lot about his genetics because the way his body is physically inexistent, the way his body physically exists, the angular angles of it, right? The angular angles of it are such that, I mean, basically, he's good at swimming because of the angles, or I don't know the exact details, guys. But I don't swim, so I don't know the exact details. But hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Does that make sense to you guys? It's it's Metal Gear Solid, and it's like they're using clones because you don't really do you get clones? The whole entire Metal Gear Solid 1 is about cloning, right? It's a cloning situation where they're using the DNA of Big Boss to create. They obviously create Solid and Liquid Snake, but then Liquid Snake, he takes over the facility and he creates a clone army. And so the idea that's like, so Big Boss obviously has the intelligence, and he was a legendary soldier, right? In World War II. But physically, obviously he's strong, but what if, right? What if there was a world? What if continuing from Metal Gear Solid 4 and the cyberpunk stuff going on in there? What if they start like patenting the DNA? They patent the DNA, right? They have the patented DNA of these famous celebrity athletes, and the military is like, well, Michael Phelps, he's the greatest swimmer of all time. So if we need an agent who's like a wet snake, right? We need an agent who's a wet snake. Well, obviously, what we should do is we should use his DNA to clone from that DNA a wet snake, mercenary, right? And that's what's happening here. Is we have that this character has been basically, and we don't. It doesn't clear. It isn't clear in the narrative I'm drawing. It isn't clear in the narrative I'm drawing whether or not this person is like a lone mercenary or they're part of like a military. So yeah, it doesn't even clear what side of the Ukraine conflicts they're fighting on. They could be pro-Ukraine. They could be pro-Russia. It's unknown. It's unknown. It's not even. It's not even certain if the conflict in Ukraine is with Russia or it's a third party. Nobody knows. It's not sure. It's not clear. It's unsure. These are questions that are left for you to understand, right? These questions are left for you to interpret and like build, your own, mental image of what's going on. And I think that's really important, right? Because I have in my head, right, Ukrainian battlefield, right? I had not the Ukrainian battlefield, right? Because it's like going to be really ugly, but like kind of the greenery, kind of the green plains, the Ukrainian landscape, perhaps, Ukrainian landscape. That might be a better way of putting it, right? So I'm imagining. I'm also, if you're on my stream, if you like to subscribe to my stream, if you're listening to Nathan's and you like perhaps enjoy some of my streams. But I'm imagining, and this is kind of a very cliche image because it's like meant to look like what the flag. But if I'm imagining, right, we have this Ukrainian landscape, right? But then we also have, and there's a juxtaposition between the beautiful Ukrainian landscape, right, and Big Boss, right? We have Big Boss, and he's like hanging out in the Ukraine. He's not hanging out. He's like conducting a military or conducting a covert operation because he's a stealth character. It's a stealth game. That's true. I agree, Mocha. I hope that the next Metal Gear Solid game is set in Ukraine. That's true. I agree. That would be really, or no, the next Kojima stealth game, I should say. I would like to play as Wet Snake too. But yeah, this is the idea I have in mind. So you have Big Boss here, or like an equivalent of him, and you have this Ukrainian landscape. I like the contradiction. It's not a contradiction. I mean, it's actually tragically it's happening right now in the real world. But I like the juxtaposition. I like the juxtaposition between those things. But anyway, I want to talk a bit about the image I made. Essentially, I looked up an engine, and then I looked up a cigarette, and I sort of blended the engine so that the perspective fit with the eye patch. And you can't tell, but this part here where there's like the green stuff coming out, that took me this is a nerve. This is like the Evangelion nerve logo. It's really hard to tell, guys. It's a really specific. But can you tell?
All right.
So I added. Yeah.
Thank you, Parry, for keeping my stream entertained during my streamly break.
Yeah.
Everybody go sub to Parry, up and coming streamer. Big fan of his.
Wow.
Enjoy your stream, buddy.
Thanks. Have you ever played Metal Gear Solid?
No, I've not. I'm not a big gamer.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
All right, take care, buddy. Peace. Yeah, Parry's cool. So, I was thinking about it, and a lot of people are gonna think I'm like gay, like moral virtue signaling, posturing with everything that just happened there. And I want to say, like, I'm not like, I don't think like Glue's like some exceptionally bad person. I just I'm a bit older now. I don't really want to be the person like entertaining this kind of shit. And I was online way too young. I make no secret of that. And I had very dumb opinions. And I was on the receiving end of this kind of shit a lot of the time. And I think it's like a very gay thing to do. Like, I think it's like it's one thing to debate somebody. It's one thing to go at somebody who deserves it or was like being like, I essentially did the same thing to Glue just now. Right. But that's because he, in a public medium, was the aggressor, getting a VC of like fucking 30 people together, and then it was being watched on other people's streams. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that. End stream. I don't get this. The people who tell me to stream the most are the first ones that tell me to fucking end. But yeah. Provided you guys with some entertainment, but I was being serious with that a little bit. I thought it was a bit gay. And yeah. Not a representation of what I really want going on in this space. We do this to people, but like on stream to people who are publicly aggressing against somebody else. All right. So I have some content for us to check out here. Oh, so this tweet made me have a fucking aneurysm. So I thought it would be worth pulling up. I'm staying live. I'm staying live. I'm staying live. I'm not ending stream. Wait. I heard the rest of the call might be worth listening to. So maybe we'll listen to the rest of that in a sec. But where is it? This tweet made me have a fucking aneurysm. Dude, so somebody tweets out, I think many of you underestimate how many people from boomers to Gen Z just don't do basic chores in their homes. No, they don't have cleaning services or anything like that. They just simply don't do everyday household chores and maintenance. Dude, I was surprised when I found out that my grandfather, somebody I have immense respect for, very, intelligent guy who works very hard, doesn't know how to do the laundry. And I think the reasoning for that is, he married his wife, my grandmother, in the 60s, and back then, and still to some extent today, the woman takes care of the home, he makes the money. But I was just very, like, there are a lot of adults that don't know how to do. There are a lot of adults that don't know how to do basic shit. I was a little surprised. But in these cases, there's a difference between not doing something because you don't need to, as in the case of, like, you have a dynamic with your wife where, like, you're making the money and she's doing shit like the laundry, and just not doing stuff even though it needs to get done and nobody's doing it. So I saw this tweet. I think many of you underestimate how many people from boomers to Gen Z just don't do basic chores in their homes. They don't have cleaning services or anything like that. They just simply don't do everyday household chores and maintenance. Now, I clean my place every day, but that's because it's not big, so it's very easy to clean. But if I lived in, like, a big fucking house, I'd probably do the basic cleaning every day, wiping down the counters, sweeping shit up. But I'd maybe, like, if I was wealthy and had a huge house, I'd have, a cleaning service come in and do it for me, probably. If you don't know how to do normal everyday things like washing dishes or cleaning your own laundry, then you fail as a human being. My grandfather did not fail as a fucking human being. Okay? He's very successful. Great relationship with my grandmother. But it was just not something he needed to really learn. What is this sound? Okay, I don't know what this point of this video was. Dude, Mike, hold on. This fucking coaster. Wait, I have a coaster on the chair in the back. Dude, I'm talking about a clean house. It's bothering the fuck out of me. Hold on. One sec. It's just sitting there in the background. Hold on. Dude. Let me move. Normally that's on the table, but I don't like to. Hold on. Thoughts on taking a shit right into the shower instead of wiping? Problem? Problem? But this guy tweets out, it's almost a daily occurrence for me. I mean, I don't even, like, how does it get like this? How does it fucking get like this, dude? This is just, like, insane. This is insane. Like, I wouldn't be able to function. I would not be able to function living in something like this. Okay, there's just something very nice about, like, being tired at the end of the day and coming back to a nice fucking clean house. All right? I like my bathroom smelling like bleach. I like my my fucking apartment smelling like ocean scented Febreze, okay? And seeing no clutter. And it's like, this is just like, dude, I like, how do you live? How do you live like this? I don't get it. This is insanity. This is insanity. I hate when people get me gifts because I have everything exactly where I fucking want it. in my house, okay? And when you give me something that I don't want or don't need, I have to figure out what to do with it, and I have to rearrange shit to put it somewhere. And it's like, I hate having new shit in here. And it's like, I mean, this is just insane. There's a cat. Oh, yeah, there is a cat. The poor fucking cat, too. Oh my god. Why do all these hoarders have fucking cats? I would watch an episode on stream, but we can't because it's going to get DMCA'd immediately. I don't care if it gets claimed, but like actually DMCA'd. It will be taken off the air midstream. But like there was one hoarding episode I watched where this woman was hoarding, and they did a big cleanup, and they found like 10 fucking dead cats in her like piles of shit, of trash. And then another woman, this wasn't as bad. That case is just outright animal abuse. There are people that just hoard animals. This other fucking woman, the cat was just using the fucking place as a litter box. The cat was just using and she wasn't cleaning up after it. I think by far the worst episode of Hoarders is the poop lady. There was this woman, I'll never forget it. Her name was like Shauna or something. And she lived with her mom. Her mom died in the house. And at some point, their toilet got clogged. So the mother was like shitting in a bucket and bottles. And when the mother died, Shauna wanted to keep doing that for some reason. And the toilet being clogged is an excuse. It's not. And she would shit in bottles and keep the shit bottles outside the house. And there'd be shit all over the house and in the toilet. And she would eat next to the shitty toilet. And her food was contaminated with feces. And then they said to her, I think we can show like 2 seconds. Actually, I'm not even going to show it just to be safe. They said to her, all right, we're getting everything out of here. And she's like, well, heroin addicts need to go out before they go into rehab. You have to go out with one blaze of glory, okay? They do one night, they get high one last time. I need to eat food contaminated with feces one last time. And the psychiatrist was like, how is that a blaze of glory? Because like heroin, there's something pleasurable out of that. It's like, why do you get pleasure out of eating food you know is contaminated with poop? And she's like, why the fuck does it matter? Thanks, bro. Really need to hear that right now. I never, like, there's nothing I hate more than people, like, who get, like, people with, like, light stomachs or whatever the fuck it's called, where you, like, talk about something and they're like, I can't, I'm gonna throw up. It's like my mom. If I tell my mom I, like, saw a rat, she, like, hangs up the phone. She's like, don't even talk to me about it. It's like, what, why is hearing about it I don't get that. These people would not last in war. Anyways. Holy shit, Aiden is fumbling. Goodbye, Billy Mays. I thought you died. I cooked rat stew. Yum. Delicious. Delicious. We're close to hitting goal a second time, ladies and gentlemen. A second fucking time. Your generosity is unprecedented. Dude, because I was gone from streaming, I saved so many tweets. Hold on. Oh, shit! I want to talk about this. This is disgusting. Okay? This is disgusting. Alright?
So dead.
There is a big she's like a millionaire off OnlyFans. Okay? And her marketing strategy, and I'll give her credit, it works. But that's the only credit I'm going to give her. Her marketing strategy is reliant upon her posting shorts of her brother talking about his negative experience with his sister having an OnlyFans. And of course, that gets accounts like these and like all these other like trending topic accounts to repost the clip, and it gets promotion on her OnlyFans. And in each clip, she'll purposefully do shit like keep her fucking socks off or whatever to like get like horny degenerates turned on to then go to her OnlyFans. But it's like, obviously this is a tactic, but I think it's still disgusting that like you're using your underage brother to promote your fucking porn account.
College, I'm a CEO, I'm a multimillionaire, so what the does it matter? Why are you so dead set?
Bro, you're acting like
I know it's bait, but the way the bait is conducted is like fucking is insane. Because also, even if I bet you she's giving the brother some money, even if he's taking the money now, I bet you fucking 10 years down the line, he's gonna be insanely embarrassed that he partook in this. I think it is like degenerate as fuck. The bait is a marketing strategy, but I think it's degenerate as fuck to include your underage brother in said marketing strategy.
you own McDonald's. Like you do.
Okay.
My point.
Still a multimillionaire CEO.
Well, mom was betting one of us to do it, and you already f***ed up. So I guess I have to do it now.
Fair enough. Yeah, touche.
I know it's listen, okay, this is like people saying something's a prank. If the prank is like flashing yourself in front of minors, right? Even though it's a prank or meant to induce rage, it could still be unethical.
Yeah, I guess. You gotta bite the bullet. I'm the up of the family, so now you gotta be the golden child.
Well, you were the golden child, but you f***ed it up. So I never asked this. I never asked for this.
Now you gotta live up to it.
So he's doing and he might be he's playing into this for the bait right now, but the shit about getting bullied by his friends, etc., etc. I bet you when he goes off to college, if he's not in college yet, this is really what's gonna happen. They're gonna recognize him and be like, "Yo, dude, I subbed to your sister's OnlyFans."
I don't want to.
So if they didn't recognize her sister to begin with, they didn't recognize the brother to begin with, the fact she's getting him involved in this now makes him recognizable.
4 years of nothing, buddy.
I don't want to do that.
Whatever. I didn't.
And then this was insane.
I'm not a good sister.
Well, it's not that you're not
Dude.
a sister.
Dude,
It's just you gotta think that
this is like, you can't convince me this isn't like disgusting. This isn't like disgusting. She's sitting like that. Her brother is across the...
actions don't just have like doesn't affect not just only you, but it also affects me.
He looks like he's being held hostage. Dude, this is disgusting. And you're like, actually, it's bait. You're falling for... I know it's bait. I know it's meant to get people like me angry and bring promotion to her OnlyFans. And that's why everybody knows who she is. I've known about her for months because of these disgusting fucking videos circulating where everyone's like, brother talks about his experience. So like these fucking trending topic accounts. This is why everyone knows who she is, right? But that still doesn't mean this isn't creepy as fuck.
Like next year, I'm gonna be applying for colleges, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that with things that are on the internet. I might not even be able to get a girlfriend because people like they already know.
He's obviously he's obviously camera shy, whatever. She's paying him to do this.
In public, people ask me, "Do you really like your sister? Do you really approve of this?" Like, I actually don't.
He's not a good actor, but this is what's really gonna happen to him, and it's gonna be a big fucking wake-up call. And the other problem too is internet permanence, right? Internet permanence. You do something embarrassing back in the day. When you move to a new town or grow up, everyone fucking forgets about it. This is archived forever. Forever.
Don't think this could work in my future.
Christian,
All right, I'm just gonna go, like, we'll just stay here.
with everything that I'm doing, like,
This is disgusting, dude. This is absolutely disgusting.
I've never once wanted it to affect you like this. Bro, I'm sorry. I really don't want it to affect you.
There's nothing else I can say.
She knows what she's doing.
Everything else.
How is this not, like, like, how is this not, like, this feels like it should be illegal. This feels like it should be illegal. This probably should be, you should not be able to use children to promote pornography. I think that'd be, like, a base law. You should not use children. Children should not be allowed for the marketing of pornography. That would be a great law. So we need to make that a law as soon as possible. Wait, I mean to...
Graduate college, I'm a CEO, I'm a multimillionaire, so what the does it
Wait,
matter?
I mean to...
I'm leaving.
So yeah, it's obviously staged. To men who... I like this meme. This is a good meme. Because this meme... What I don't like about pornography... or about the anti-pornography culture is people are always blaming the fucking people making it. And sure, you can blame them. And to some extent, I'm much more against somebody like her because it seems like her parents are well off. She's from a well-off family and she makes millions doing this. For a sex worker or prostitute, I'm a lot less judgmental of them because it is a very pimps take in desperate people, and it's very hard to get out of it, right? They use like abuse tactics, they isolate you, whatever, right? It's exploitative. Same thing with pornography. A lot of young girls who need quick cash, they get them involved with it, right? But this is like a case of like, she's made her bank. She could do other things. She isn't really reliant on this. But the thing is, right? People need to blame I mean, I'm not going to say that people consuming are doing anything immoral per se, but if you're going at this from like the Christian perspective, isn't it acknowledged that we live in a world of sin? We live in a world of temptation. And as a Christian, it is your job to resist temptation. And I could be wrong
AIDS
on
gang
this.
represent, okay?
Aiden, can I pull up at the AG4L headquarters in my Koenigsegg-Agera?
Yes, bro. Yes, pull up. But it's like, I like in Christianity, isn't like your job to resist temptation. And obviously, Christianity acknowledges you're gonna sin regardless. So that's what repentance is for, right? And I think that there's a lot of blame on the people doing it. But if the people who take most issue with this are Christians, you should also be talking about the consumer. Anyways. Very cringe stuff. We need to make this shit illegal, bro. Oh, wait. So this is making oh, shit, dude. So this is a big drama. So there was a high school, track meet, I think, or what? I don't know if, yeah, it was for high school. And this girl was running, with another person. She had a baton in her hand. I'm not very familiar with track. I had friends that did cross country or whatever, but somebody got hit over the head. Let's check this out. Well, I want to see the original video.
A couple times hitting her my baton an angle.
Hold on, I'm gonna just go to the fucking YouTube and listen, okay? Mods, get ready. You're gonna have retards being fucking racist as shit, but hold on. Why is YouTube dude, what is this?
Here, okay.
Why am I being recommended Kinetic Hell? I'm not subscribed. What is going on? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Stalker, this is my fucking... I've said this a million times. This is my stream account. I have a YouTube account that I watch YouTube in my free time on. Just so you guys can't see my disgusting watch history. This is everything on here is what is based on what I watch on. This is my Brave. I use for everything I do on stream. So anything you see on Brave is based off of something I've done on stream. Chrome is what I use to watch and do like my personal stuff. Yeah, dude, exposed.
Okay, this is
All right. I don't feel like stalking Kinetic Kill today. So this is the video.
Senior Alayla Everett has been charged with the misdemeanor of assault and battery out of Lynchburg. Now, I spoke with Everett's father, who told me his family is going to fight this to help clear their daughter's name. The Lynchburg Commonwealth's attorney confirmed on Wednesday that Everett was charged for her role in the incident in Lynchburg, where she is seen hitting another runner, Kaylin Tucker.
Yeah, dude, so I was like thinking to myself, so some of the versions of this video that I saw, it was like normal speed and then it slowed down right when the hit happened. And I said that like could have been an accident if it was just like her swinging her arms and the baton is like heavy and it came down or whatever. It could be heavy. I've never held one. But in this like light, the speed seems consistent. Like there's no way I see this as an accident. There's no way this is an accident. She hit another girl too? Link it. That's what I was gonna say as well. What is this girl's... When I first saw the edited clip and was like skeptical, I said, what is this girl's history? Okay, does she have a history of violence? Because it would be very weird that like, has she been doing track for a few years now and this is the first time something like this has happened? And does she get in fights at school? And if none of that is true, I'd be more charitable to believe an accident could have occurred based on the original edited video I saw. But this... It's obviously purposeful. There's another video.
She's seen hitting another runner, Kaylin Tucker.
Yeah, that's purposeful. That's totally purposeful.
In the head with a baton. Earlier this week, I spoke with Everett and her dad. She said what is seen in the video was an accident. Everett said she lost her balance because the runner did not provide herself enough distance to cut into the inside lane of the track during the race. Everett says the hit was.
And dude, that's for the head. How heavy for people who've done track? How heavy are those batons? I'd imagine they're not super heavy because you're running with it, right? But even if it's not super heavy, like bring it down on the head, it can cause, especially the back of the head. The back of the head is this is the most vulnerable part of your head. A blow to the back of the head is going to be far more devastating than a blow to the front. And actually, if you're hit in the back of the head, you can go temporarily blind because this is where your occipital lobes are.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Would you be able to finish 14 chicken nuggets in 88 seconds?
In 88 seconds? No.
Was not intentional, but she's received backlash online, including death threats. We spoke to Lynchburg.
Oh my god, dude, death threats. What is it with death threats and these people?
Commonwealth's attorney Bethany.
I hate it. I hate it. Everyone gets death threats if they've done something controversial. The internet is a forum of fucking maniacs and lunatics, okay? Death threats come with any controversial event online. And I get this isn't an internet person or whatever the fuck. But just like, I mean, it's not, I don't care. I don't care about people getting death threats.
Harrison, who explained the outcome for Everett if she's found guilty.
These people, I'm talking about people that get into controversy. Every time someone gets into a controversy online, it's always complaining about death threats. Oh, you're going to bring up because she's black. No, that's not a stereotype. The death threat, the I'm getting death threats stereotype, if anything, occurs more with like white influencers.
Guilty in juvenile court.
The court has many what we call dispositional options available to it, many things the court can order to help in that goal.
Can we, mods, come on. This is fucking insane. Mods, this is crazy.
Of rehabilitation. It could be community service, it could be time in detention, and a lot of things in between, like counseling, services of that nature.
The Portsmouth NAACP is reacting to the charge. I'll tell you what they had to say at 5. I'm Danielle Seda, WTKR.
Okay, so you're not going to tell us now? Fuck you, Danielle.
This morning, Alayla
I can hear this out of one fucking ear.
Everett, the track star at the center of that viral video showing her appearing to...
Yeah, this is, there's no way this isn't intentional. There's no way this isn't intentional. Listen, I've had intrusive thoughts like this, but she let the intrusive thoughts... what? I'm getting... Dude.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
How about 13 chicken wings in 50 seconds?
No, that's even... Wait. If I couldn't finish 14 chicken nuggets in 88 seconds, chicken wings, which are more timely to consume, why would I be able to do that with less time? And it's only a difference of one piece of food.
Hit another runner in the head with the baton is speaking out.
I would never do that on purpose. That's not in my character.
Everett says the incident is a complete misunderstanding.
Well, she makes a good point. I would have a hard time believing that this would be somebody's, like, first act of violence when it's this, like, blatant. So I wanted to know, does she have a history of doing things like this? You know, I mean, even if she doesn't, it's obviously clear she did this on purpose. But originally, before it was as apparent to me, because the video looked like it could have been slowed down, she could have been swinging her arms and hit her, whatever, I wanted to know if there was a history of this. So to whoever said earlier, there's another video of her doing this. Please link it.
Pointing to another angle of the race as proof.
The baton was literally like her arm was literally...
Oh shit, dude. Fat AIDS Dog, great artist. Fat AIDS Dog is doing a piece. Is this glue in the picture? Yeah, Fat AIDS Dog. I think you're gonna need to potentially for this piece, I'd highly suggest potentially changing the face of somebody else. Potentially changing the face of somebody else.
Literally hitting the baton like this until she got a little ahead and my arm got stuck like this.
In the video, Everett is seen on the inside track running the 4x200 relay at the Virginia State High School League Championships when junior Kalen Tucker came around the outside on the corner.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Gefilte fish mukbang when? Yeah, no, for the tribe. Rock.
That shit's disgusting. That shit is disgusting. Okay, you want to criticize Jewish people for anything? Criticize the fucking food. Oh my god. I mean, but when you think about it, like, Ashkenazi Jewish food is just, like, repurposed or, like, modified, variants of other European food. Like, gefilte fish, I think, comes from some sort of German whitefish thing. And German food is disgusting. Listen, if it's not Italy or Spain, European food is just, like, ass, dude. Ass.
With the baton. I just felt a bang on my head and then I fell off the track immediately.
Kalen dropping her baton and reaching for her head. She was later diagnosed with a concussion.
Yeah, that was a hit blow to the back of the head. I'm surprised. Dude, that's crazy. Somebody just said earlier there's another... They held a... Oh, wait. I thought they were holding a press conference over this incident. I was gonna be like, dude, she's cooked. I want to see the full interview.
We begin at 6 with brand new development. Tonight, a Portsmouth family.
Feelings. So, you're
more to that video than meets the eye.
Everybody has feelings. So,
yes, everybody does have feelings. I'm sure the person that got hit with the baton in the back of the head felt it. Felt her fucking brain rattle in her skull when she got a concussion. I agree.
You're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right?
Oh, there's no way. There's no way. Dude, even if this was an accident, right? Even if I did this to somebody accidentally, okay? I remember when I was a kid, I actually knocked somebody over. I felt really fucking bad about it. She's, like, making it about her. The fact that my accident gave somebody a concussion, even if we're entertaining the idea that this is an accident, the fact that you're saying, yeah, she might be hurt physically, she has a fucking concussion, probably puts her out of the sport for a little bit. But think about my mental. It's, like, indicates, like, a lack of, like, connection with reality.
Alayla Everett is a decorated athlete and senior at IC Norcom High School. She would have never thought her trip to the Class 3 track and field state finals last Tuesday would take a drastic turn.
They're going off of one angle.
Alayla visibly emotional because of this video from the meet. This was a 4x200 meter relay race, and she and a Brookville High School athlete were rounding a curve on the track when they nearly collided with each other.
There's another angle.
Collided with each other.
Okay, after a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
No, what? We see that clear as fucking what are you talking about? You're insane.
Arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
No, because you see, look, dude, because you fucking see what she's talking about originally. Yeah, at the beginning, your arms are down low. It does, but then she, like, even lunges with her other hand, positions herself to go fucking hit her over the head with the baton. You can see it. Even from the other angle, this looks purposeful. That movement was completely different from all your other movements with the baton. If your arms are being pumped widely the whole time, sure, we could see if this was an accident. You can see her position
when I
herself.
Pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
Look, she puts it back to give it fucking momentum. This angle makes it even worse. She puts it back to give the blow more momentum. This was not a fucking accident. This was not an accident. Oh my god. How is this going to be? How are they even why is she even on the news right now?
Accidental.
But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. I didn't have to see your first video, second video, 10th video. I know 100% that she won't do this to nobody.
Her parents.
So the proof is in front of your eyes, but you're unwilling. Listen, was the guy who before said she had a previous incident lying? I need to figure that part out. Oh my god, dude, this is like the problem. If my kid did something like this, I would make them, not only would I make them face whatever like legal consequences came with it, unless they were like trying to do something insanely unreasonable. I would make them face whatever legal consequences came with it. I would make them volunteer, write letters to this person. Their ass would be grounded for like months. I mean, like, this is like, you have the proof is in front of your eyes. You're not lying. Can you link it in the fucking server, Tyrone?
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Did you see the video of that black girl hitting some Mexican kid with a metal hydro flask? It went viral on Zyter and the 13.
Okay, alright, thank you. Listen, this is not... This is so annoying that every time I talk about a situation involving a fucking black person, that's all the comments become about. Let's talk about the fact that there's a maniac fucking hitting somebody over the head. The victim was black. The fucking victim was black.
Outraged at the backlash, the IC Norcom relay team was disqualified, a ruling that a local USA track and field official finds questionable. He says a play-by-play look shows that the Brookville athlete was running closely to Alayla.
If a person comes up on the outside, they got to be a full stride ahead of me before they can cut in front of me.
The other family spoke with the news station in Roanoke asking for an apology from Alayla, something she wants to give, but she says the other athlete hasn't been receptive, blocking her on social media, and instead the Everett family was served with court papers.
And now we have to go to a city 3 hours away that everybody hates our guts already.
They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
VHSL. The 9-second video shows you doing something fucking horrible. Now, obviously, people going at you over your race over this have lost the fucking point. The victim is also black here, so you're also going after the victim by proxy when you're going after somebody by virtue of their race. But, like, in regards to death threats, that shouldn't be happening too, but I don't give a shit.
Says they are.
There's no apology. There's no apology. Let me speak. Did I... Commentary reference? Commentary? Dude, Tyrone, where's the other fucking incident? Do my work for me, Tyrone. Where is it? Hold on. Other incident. There's no video of it. There's no video of it. You're just lying. Oh, wait, you know what, Tyrone? I'll give you mods so you can fucking link it, since you don't have Discord, alright? You have mod. Link it. Welcome, Tyrone. It's temporary. Just link it. Link it. I'm a little more... Okay, I'm going to be... Today, I'm going to be a little more cautious with just giving mod to people.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
As a black, I find this whole situation disturbing.
Yeah, we believe you. That you're actually black. Alright, Tyrone. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. Where is it, buddy? Where is it? We're waiting. Okay, I'm done. I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting. This is ridiculous. You just wasted my fucking time, man. Wait, he's right there. Dude, I'm being like I'm being like completely like I'm waiting. I'm here. I'm waiting. But like if I wait any longer, I'm gonna get accused of having fucking dead air. All right. You know what? No, I know what you're doing. This is a plot to get mod. I know exactly what you're doing. The video, I'm gonna have to wait to demod you until I get the video, so you're just never gonna give the video. Why is this in my fucking recommend? Holy fuck. Dude, talk about depressing. Holy shit. But I saw a similar incident that was also an accident.
Oak Park police tell us they are investigating this.
Where is it? This was another accident. The wrestler was swinging his arms. And where is it?
And now to a breaking news update. Tonight, a 14-year-old is facing an assault charge for this punch after a wrestling match at Oak Park.
Yeah, it was an accident. It was a tragic accident, okay? It was a complete and tragic accident, okay? Not on purpose.
Park River for face. And now to a breaking news update. Tonight, a 14-year-old is facing an assault charge for this punch after a wrestling match at Oak Park.
Okay? He was swinging his arms, okay? His fist actually came in contact with his face. What I find, like, especially bad about this one is that he acts like he's gonna go... This kid has good sportsmanship, all right? He won. He goes in to shake his hand.
Punch after a wrestling match.
You can't see it, but he goes in. He goes in to act like he's gonna shake his hand. He goes in to act like he's about to shake his hand. And then when the other kid reaches out, that's when he punches him. So this was like he was planning this in his mind. I'm sure it wasn't much advanced planning, but like he even tricked him before he did it. Which is like insane. That brings it to like a whole nother level in my mind. Yeah, we can see Aiden. Okay. It was kind of blocked by this guy, so. He was blocked by Chud Logic, okay? He was being blocked by Chud Logic, so I thought it's a quick clip. Thought I'd explain it to you. He should have just dodged it. Very true. Toki got slippery hands. Why are people saying I 1984 them? I almost never personally well, that's not true. If I'm banning you from my chat, I'm telling you. I'm announcing it to the fucking stream. Okay? Just like my 6th grade math teacher. I almost said his name. Good thing I didn't. Just like my 6th grade math teacher who he could never, if he had an issue, he could never talk to you about it privately. He would grill you in front of the whole fucking class. Dude, I hope that guy's burning in hell somewhere. But I will tell you, I do it up front, okay? So if you get banned, it's by a mod, not me. Dude, my 6th grade math teacher's living rent-free in my head. I don't see any... I saw it, Aiden? Okay. I don't have trauma. It's not trauma. But obviously, it's going to be very impactful on a fucking kid when you're grilling him and essentially calling him a failure in front of the whole fucking class because he forgot a pencil on the 2nd day. Okay? That's not trauma. That's just like something that's going to stick with somebody. Therapy, it's not like a traumatic incident. But like when you... I said like the best way to describe it in like a more appropriate way is like when I saw fucking Fletcher from Whiplash. I was like, dude, that gave me like, dude, this is literally my fucking... He wouldn't like be like Fletcher was calling you slurs or whatever the fuck, but he would just like scream. He would just like fucking scream at you. Like, how are you going to go to high school? I'm in 6th grade. How are you going to go to high school? How are you going to live in college if you can't do something as basic and simple as bring a fucking pencil? Or he didn't say that part, but can't do something as basic and simple as bring a pencil. Like, screaming it at you. It was like, dude, what the fuck? There were some kids that just didn't show up to class. They were scared of the fucking guy. We are here for you, Aiden. The road forget. Okay, good one. You don't get trauma from getting yelled at, okay? You don't get trauma from getting yelled at. That's not trauma. That's just a memory that really comes back to you. PTSD from getting yelled at. Good one, buddy. Dude, I would get, like, having to show up to that... I'm serious. Having to show up to that guy's class, I would get, like, the biggest, like, fucking pit in my stomach. Just because I would, like, double check everything. And then there was one day, dude... Because the other thing, too, is, right? I was 30 seconds late. I was running. I heard the fucking bell chime because I was on the other end of the school. And another time he yelled at me was because I came in, like, a few seconds late. And I, like, literally almost threw up in the fucking hall. I was, like... I knew I was going to go in there and it was going to be that all over again. It was like, can you imagine like working with kids and you just fucking hate them? It sounds like one of those I'm hard on you because I believe in you kind of moments. I had a teacher that was like that. He was one of the best teachers I ever had. He straight up told me one day to stop fucking bitching. And he was right. And I have very great memories of him. He didn't believe in me. He didn't believe in anybody. He didn't believe in anybody, dude. I had a great teacher that was like that. But he was not one of them. All right. I was in the 6th grade, Nico. I was in the fucking 6th grade. Good one, buddy. I think it's a little bit different. All right. Can you imagine working with kids and you just fucking hate them? That's like a good 1/3 teachers in America. Dude, I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of teachers have reasons to be pessimistic. But if you have a kid that's like not acting up, that's making an effort, etc., you shouldn't take out your anger with the other people that aren't on like that individual kid. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Sorry, I got distracted. Where is it? Fuck. Oh, dude. This was crazy. Somebody... Oh my... Dude, Trump is ordering an airstrike on the fucking Houthis. What happened to, I know this isn't going to be a war. But, I mean, it's like the double standard is just fucking insane with this guy. It's like unreal, bro. It's unreal. The way he handles Ukraine versus fucking Israel. I mean, come on, dude. So this guy he's a radio host in Chicago. He posts a picture of this fish. All right, it's a fish. He deletes the picture. Wow, man, fatty, will you eat that? I was surprised to find out how good fresh pike tasted, so a pretty wholesome combo. Walleye's amazing. That isn't walleye, it is a female northern pike that was getting ready to spawn, but instead, Dan killed it and seems proud of it. What the entire fuck is wrong with you? It was released successfully, took off like a torpedo. Go fuck yourself. With that dried blood on the gills? Sure it did, Dan. Liar. This must have been the one guy of the century. Like a shot, I never responded to trolls, but questioning my sportsmanship and conservation awareness sets me off. Want to fight? I'm a bad enemy, fucker. You are a 5'7", 160-pound fat boy. You really worry me as a bad enemy. By the way, your language continues to give you away as a very base, juvenile person. Where are you at? I have your address and phone numbers. Want it all public? Do I worry you yet? Not one bit. I'm very transparent on where I live. Want your kids involved? Up to you. Just say I'm sorry for being a dick and I'll stop. I guess your cowardly silence is I'm sorry for being a dick. Cool. You MAGA worms are so lame. Oh my god, dude. Dude, this is... Why'd you have to add that part in? Why'd you have to add that part in? All of this over a fish. All of this over a disagreement about a fish. Want your kids involved? What your kids see when you question Dan Bernstein's fishing sportsmanship and conservation awareness. But yeah, I mean... this fish does not look like it's in great shape. He says he let it go. I know fish can bleed and still be alive, and you let them go. I mean, it's bleeding out of the gills and the mouth, which indicates... Or this is either... So this is either... It got... The hook was on the mouth, and it bled out of the mouth, right? Because you hook a fish. Or... Somehow there was some sort of laceration where blood was like filling up in the lungs and it's coming, or in the gills and it's coming out of the mouth or something. Obviously, if you're going fishing and you can't put a mode on your fishing rod to like not catch protected species. Okay? If you catch it, you're supposed to throw it back. So if it was the case that Dan caught this fish, he wasn't allowed to, and the fish is like bleeding because it got hooked in the mouth, he couldn't have really prevented that. Then you just have to tell people to never fish. I don't know definitively if this fish is dead. The fish looks halfway decapitated, but that's because look how it's being held up, and where it looks like the blood is coming down from the mouth, which makes sense because that's where the hook goes. So Dan might have been right in the initial exchange, okay? It is totally conceivable that this fish was alive and Dan threw it back, because this looks like where it's bleeding looks like where you would be bleeding, where it would be bleeding if it got hooked in the mouth. But the response is, pike are notoriously fragile. Just because they swim away quickly does not mean they lived. So what do you want him to do? It's not his fault a pike bit the hook, okay? When you're fishing, you can't tell, hey, for invasive species or protected species, this isn't for you. Okay? It's the same thing with lobster fishermen. There's certain lobsters you're not allowed to catch, but you know when you catch them, you notch them and you throw them back, but that's after you've already caught them. In that case, it's with a cage. In this case, it's with a hook. So there's nothing he could have done to prevent this. Oh, this is another one. Wood chippers for this fisherman. So true. My uni has been forced to send out an email telling students to stop urinating and defecating in the communal showers. The leaders of tomorrow, everyone. Acceptable use of the shared bathrooms. I'm credulous that I need to remind and reinforce to our resident community that showers and toilets have separate functions. I became aware yesterday that we've had several recent reports/complaints of students in Williamson using the showers and shared bathrooms as a toilet. It is not acceptable to defecate and urinate in a shower and then leave evidence of this for other students to find and the housekeeping team to clean up. In a communal living situation in a college, it is inevitable that students have different living standards and habits, but this type of behavior is completely inappropriate. Of course, there may be situations due to illness or medical conditions when an accident happens. If this occurs, please report to the RSAs so facilities can be cleaned. This can be done anonymously to avoid embarrassment by ringing reception. However, the photographs I was sent yesterday make it clear that these instances have been deliberate, not accidental. Yeah, if you shit and leave it there, it's like very clearly, it's very clearly on purpose. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought this was America. True, true. You're in the shower to get clean anyway. Just like clean it off the floor and clean yourself. Problem? $10 says it was someone who voted for Kamala. It was probably someone who didn't vote at all. One of the COVID expert doctors on CNN during the pandemic lives in my town. He was asked to leave the local gym. What? Is this in the... I have to see if this made the news. COVID doctor shits in gym showers. Is this like a common occurrence? Okay, I can't find anything about it. Import the third world, become the third world. We need remigration now. We shouldn't have to live like this. What is... We don't even know who did it. Yeah, it's a more... Yeah, more culture war shit, dude. It was Toki, alright? Toki caught in 4K. I saw this video. I didn't know what it meant, so I thought we'd check it out. President Donald J. Trump, family SOS. This place is trying to silence me. Trump Tower here, build it with all you receive from us suing them. Word of the Lord. Now, something to note, this person claims to be Jewish. They're wearing a Jewish star. But I want to note here, I have the best JDAR all around. It's not beeping, okay? It's not beeping. Actually, no. With the full face, no, she might be Jewish. Never mind. Never mind. She might be Jewish. All right.
Hey, brother. Yeah, we're gonna have to have that meeting now. So, President Trump, I would love for your Doge, whoever, right here in Novi, Michigan. This is beautiful.
She could be his last name is Lopez. She's from Cuba. So she could, like, the thing is, like, the brown eyes, black hair could be Hispanic. For some reason, a lot of, like, schizophrenics become, like, religious fanatics for, like, religion, like, for some reason, like, the amount of, like, non-Jewish schizophrenics, like, preaching Jewish shit is, like, insane. I don't know, I'm just a noticer. Seems like the religion that schizos flock to.
Crime state. Okay, these are the two corrupt companies. They hire illegals. This is Simply Suites Hotel, Novi, Michigan. That's Select, and that's the Hilton. All this is beautiful. Look at this.
That's beautiful.
That building, I'm sure it's almost going under because I've been watching it for a year.
Going under?
And save all this property. I would love to see the Trump Towers right here.
In Novi, why would anyone build Trump Trump Tower Novi? This is like some random shithole. Why should we build a Trump Tower here?
Novi, Michigan. Yeah, that's what needs to be right here, Trump. Come on, we the people.
True.
We the people. A lot of stuff is going on here that's not right.
True. I heard they're turning babies into pizza and drinking adrenochrome in that Novi Hilton Hotel.
My commander-in-chief, and across the street is where they were building all those apartments, and they were all illegal aliens.
Wait, how do you know? Did you check? Wait, are you making a pro illegal alien argument? Are you making a pro illegal alien argument? Illegal alien, dude. Are you making a pro illegal? Because you're saying they're being productive. Dude, these illegals are being productive.
This company, because I know, because I've experienced it. I've also, too, Indian restaurants here. I know where all the illegals are.
At the Indian restaurant?
That's where God put me.
God put you in an Indian restaurant.
I'm a woman of God and a woman of truth, and you know what? I'm tired of getting bullied. And this hotel?
Who's bullying you?
I'm gonna fucking own it.
True.
Let's go, Trump. When you have to record yourself after paying...
Oh, shut the door, lady.
Almost $20,000? Yeah.
Oh, it shuts by
I'm saying the
itself.
word F. Like Mr. Beautiful Mr.
She's going through Matt. This is mania.
Elon Musk said, you know what? If you think you're gonna bribe me,
She's either on drugs or having like some sort of manic
you know what?
episode.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, go fuck yourself. I'm a Hispanic Cuban Jew. Proud.
Represent.
Daughter of Santiago Lopez Lopez.
Santiago Lopez Lopez? I know like it's like Spanish naming tradition to take like two last names, but I've always wondered if your parents have the same last name. And that doesn't mean they're related if it's Lopez. That's probably one of the most fucking popular Hispanic last names. Do you take both of the last names? Lopez Lopez.
And Eddie Lopez. Warriors. Come on, Trump. Doge, fire them all.
True.
Yeah, I don't hide.
Who would you rather have in your country? Her or the fucking illegal aliens that are actually building shit? Producing. She's yelling in fucking hallways and hotels, waking people up. Listen, I heard Cuba's nice this time of year, bitch, because you're going back. This is MAGA country now. The BPD woman, true. Sonesta Simply Sweets in Novi, Michigan. They've tried to put me out. They've tried to put me in jail falsely, accusing discrimination, harassment, abuse, and enough is enough. We the people say to her, no more, no more. Trump is our commander-in-chief now. Yes, agreed, Trump's in charge. We can say retard again. The Trump Freedom Towers, Novi, Michigan. Let's make Michigan all red. As a Trump supporter and a local to the area, this woman has lost her mind. There are illegals everywhere, and Trump would never put a building in Novi. Share away, please. God bless Trump. Let's roll Doge. Novi, Michigan is exposed. Very true. You go, babe. Spread the love. It is, like, incomprehensible to me. Like, I know Cubans are like just overwhelmingly Republican, but it isn't. What is this? This is Epic Doge Ice FBI. I say hello. 42600 11 Mile Road, Novi, Michigan. My opinion serious? Sus. What is They need to. Okay, I don't know if this video.
Who is it?
What? Wait. What? The police are at the door? Wait, I need to scroll through this to make sure there's nothing I can't show. Wait, the police are at the door. Hold on. I just want to make sure there's nothing I can't show.
sensitive information.
This is the fourth.
That was an escalation. Okay, I can show it. That was an escalation I was not fucking expecting. I was saying someone needs to like call a wellness check, or I didn't want to say because I didn't want to encourage. I didn't want people to, oh, you're encouraging people to call wellness checks. No, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm saying she's obviously out of her mind and somebody needs to check up on her.
I'm in the shower. What's going on? I'm recording, sir. What's going on here?
I know you're recording. The staff are just upset. I know that you're going.
Come on in.
Dude, this guy's 12.
Let me put a robe on. Come on in, officers, please.
I'm just gonna stand in the doorway. You only need to hear me, okay?
Yeah, obviously police are not gonna fucking go into a room. I mean, I know they have body cams or whatever, but like a woman with a fucking robe on, or actually, I'm pretty sure, don't you have to turn off your body cam when you go into a private domicile? Or it gets blurred, I think, in the released footage or whatever. But obviously they're not gonna go into a room alone with a robed woman in case she like says something.
Okay.
You read it. This is not her address. She's in a hotel, retard. And if she's posting it, I can read it.
Officer.
So.
Can I record you for X?
Sure, of course.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
So, the only reason we're here, the staff just wanna double check with you. I know you're going through some processes with the.
I love you guys, and you have all my stuff. Thank you.
So, they just have some concerns with you coming down, recording TikToks and whatnot in the lobby. They have concerns with like credit card information.
Oh wait, this is her address. Is she living out of a hotel? Is she living out of a hotel? Okay, so she's being actively evicted. And I was saying earlier, she's like yelling in the hallway. So I guess the staff now have issues with that.
Gets read off by guests, and they would appreciate it if you didn't do that. All right, I can't tell you what you can and can't do, right? Because you can legally record. I know that. Okay. However,
I won't record anything.
Right, for sensitive information, I'm sure you can understand why they would be frustrated with that. Okay, so just going forward, like I said, I'm not.
Okay, officer, I want to say I love you.
I can give you a fist bump. That's all I got.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, you never know.
But
I want to say this is beautiful because this is the fourth time
that we've stopped by.
No, this is the second time.
This is their third time? That's insane, dude. That's their third time?
The first time because I got locked in here. But this is let's see, 3 false accusations. This is beautiful. My cousin.
This is MAGA country, dude. This is MAGA country.
My sister.
Dude, this schizo came up in my recommendations.
His husband, that's a lawyer, is going to love it. Sure. And can I ask you, can I put this on?
Can they not put, like, this is the whole problem, that you can't, like, put somebody like this under a wellness check. Like, she's obviously, like, out of her fucking mind. I guess, like, that could be abused, and you could say that people who are, you know, not out of their mind and just eccentric, you can use that as, like, an excuse to, like, commit them. But if you're getting to the point where there need to be, like, 4 police checkups on you, and you're clearly out of your mind to this extent, like, I think at some point there should be grounds to at least get you evaluated. If the hospital says you're okay and discharges you, that's one thing. But, like, the fact that somebody like this is not being taken to, like, a fucking ER and then they can deem if she needs to go to a mental health facility is, like, insane.
An X? If not, I can't.
It's your video. You're allowed to do what you want.
I want to say I love you guys and remember me. I love you and thank you. And I promise I won't record anymore because I think this is
This is a what? Yeah, she's just out of her fucking mind.
Good morning.
Sonesta Simply Sweets in Novi, Michigan.
Good morning.
Dude, I've always been like, what is the problem with, like, people are saying there's illegals everywhere. I don't see them. I don't see them. I guess that's because you can't see if someone's illegal or not, but the illegals committing crimes everywhere. Where? The only people I've ever suspected of potentially being illegal are, like, your fucking farmhand that doesn't speak English, or, like, your construction worker. The dangerous illegals that are everywhere. I think this might be schizophrenia. This actually really, like, puts it into perspective for me. I'm like, why is this one of the most pressing issues that we're focusing on now? Like, is it an economic problem? No, we pay them low wages, which keeps prices low for the consumer, which I agree needs to change. Is it a crime problem? Oh wait, they commit as much crime as the native-born population. Okay, it's not a crime problem. So what is the problem here? I agree we should have borders. Okay, I agree it should be enforced. Okay? I agree. Right? But to go through this process of trying to hunt down millions of people, some of which who have been here for 20-something years working, it's like, what? How does this change anybody's life? How does this change my life? I think there should be like if you have been in this country illegally for 20 years and have not committed a crime and have no criminal record in your home country and have been engaging in some form of labor, I think you should get citizenship. People could be like, how is it fair? You skipped the line. Well, it's like, yeah, but reform the process going forward instead of wasting our money tracking down the fucking cleaning lady that's been working for 20 years. Okay, we can, in the future, you could stop people from skipping the line. But for the people who've already been here for 20-something years and haven't committed any crimes, it's like, who gives a fuck?
That's for the undocumented other life forms or whatever.
And that's as to say, the fucking gang members coming up from Venezuela, right? Obviously, we can't have that shit. There seems to be a specific problem with Venezuela. And obviously, we should do something about that. But I'm talking about, like, your bulk of illegal immigrants.
Hello, is this the front desk? Do you know that there's a problem with the doors at the building where I'm at? Okay, it's been since yesterday. Have you guys figured out somebody to take care of it? Cause that's
Dude, they know who it is, immediately picking up the phone. They're so fucking fed up.
Very dangerous for people, for security. You'll let the management know, right?
Yeah, dude, this is, like, she knows who this is. She's fucking fed up. I was thinking, before I came back to streaming, I was looking for a job. Obviously it'd be, like, part-time, because I'm a full-time student, and I'd be working, like, for minimum wage, but because of my shitty sleep schedule, I was looking at working, nights at a hotel front desk, in Oakland, California, and I'm so glad in hindsight that I did not take that because first of all, I was definitely like, crazy shit goes down at night, but like, second of all, like, having to deal with schizos like this who are staying at a fucking Holiday Inn at fucking 3 in the morning.
Oh, how long have they known? Hello? Hello?
Well, the pro of the job was that I would be allowed to do my homework. Like, I would be allowed to work on school shit during the course of the job. And I'm staying up at night anyway doing that. So it's like, if on weekends, yeah, no problem. Who is she posting this for? I guess for me, for my own amusement. Oh, do you have enough fucking cream? Holy fuck. Dude, it gets worse. I was almost attacked. Dude, these schizo rabbit holes, they never end. She was almost attacked. FBI, ICE Doge, Houston. I think we have a tremendous problem here. Wait, you're in Novi, Michigan. What does Houston have to do with this? Yeah, isn't it crazy how, like, Trump is ignoring the Nuyurka Lopez Novi, Michigan problem? He claims to be a man of the people, but he's ignoring such pressing political issues such as this. I think this is the woman from the front desk she was calling earlier. Did we miss something? Oh, is that where the attack happens?
Yeah, looks better.
Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay, so the police are coming back again. Got it.
Oh, the beautiful moon.
If there's nothing the police can do, I don't get why they keep showing up. Like, if it's just telling her, she's obviously not gonna listen.
Oh, the beautiful moon. Thank you for the signs in the heavens.
Thank you, Trump. Thank you, Trump, for the moon.
It is coffee time. Can you fill up my water? This water?
Why is she always making a fucking coffee?
Good morning, world.
Oh, this is mania. This is 8,000. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are 30. Yeah. 36. No, we're about $40 away from goal. You want to help us achieve it a second time, AIDS Gang Nation? Make sure to dono, make sure to like, make sure to sub, join the Discord, join the Reddit. But this is 800,000% fucking mania. Let's see, the biggest hell is the eyes. If you look at like Fusi, the fucking eyes, they like get like really wide and shit.
Thank you, X. Thank you, Mr. Elon Musk. And
dude, dude. I recognize that from a mile away. A mile away.
President Donald J. Trump. And all those people that know who I am. Oh, beautiful. He better work.
Dude, it's coffee time? True. Oh no, she didn't post. So she said so there's like a long running, I used to be a commie, everybody. There's a long running thing on the left where like American immigrants from Cuba, it's like, they're all accused of, their families all accused of owning slaves and sugar plantations. And for some people, this is true. Okay, the regime that preceded Castro.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Whoa.
Passing her to the schizo department.
True. Thank you so much for $3, BPD department. For those of you that don't know, before Castro, there was a man called Batista that was in power. And my grandma was telling me that her parents, all their friends used to go to Cuba. It was like the Las Vegas of Latin America. There was gambling, but it was super corrupt. The Batista was a dictator. He let people use it for like organized crime. And it was like Americans' playground. Castro came forward with the revolution. Obviously, a lot of people were persecuted under that. And then there's a stereotype that like Cubans who fled, a lot of them owned slaves because they got people who owned like plantations or whatever got imprisoned. So she writes on her family's immigration documents, 6 years prison, sugarcane fields. So maybe she's one of the rare cases. Is she one of the rare cases? Well, it's not that rare actually, to be fair, but like, she's one of the Cuban refugees where they actually own slaves? Wait. No shot. No, wait, dude, she was there. She was there. January 6th, 2021. We were all a big giant family. Be believing in our Constitution. Mike Pence, deep state, not only betrayed Trump, our Constitution, he betrayed us and the world. His wife stood silent. She's guilty. What a lovely crowd, dude. What a great looking crowd. I always said this is like the worst PR representation of like MAGA. Like what Trump will do is he'll find like 3 black people that go to his rallies and he'll make sure to put them right behind him. But like this is like the worst. This is like as like I always said, like, do you like this is I bet you Trump, he's like a total fucking narcissist. I bet you he even hates that this is his fan, like he loves that he has a fan base. But I bet you in his mind he like just hates that it's them. This is what I talk when I say fucking go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Your opinions of America will be destroyed. Is that a Confederate flag? Well, I know they were flying them in the, when they actually breached the Capitol grounds. Aiden isn't like whites. I don't have a problem with, oh my God, that's not what I'm fucking saying. I'm saying the expression white trash, okay? The expression white trash. It's this. They're literally flying a fucking Confederate flag. This is a stereotype of white trash. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, and no, there is no, I don't see like why anyone would just like sit there and act like that's a normal fucking thing. Like, I know Mississippi only changed the state flag like relatively recently. But yeah, this cope that the Confederate flag represents something different is just insane. And it's also ironic that like the performative patriots, they're like very performative about their patriotism, stand for the pledge, fucking 8,000 American flags everywhere, would fly a Confederate flag. Like that's literally like they were traitors to the Union. If you side with them, okay, go side with them. But how are you going to, on one hand, side with them, and on the other hand, talk about patriotism for America? Dude, this actually... Do you remember? So Trump needed celebs backing his cause, okay? Biden-Harris had the Swifties. Trump managed to get Kid Rock to perform at the Republican National Convention, and it was the most awkward fucking thing I've ever watched.
What up, America? If you're ready for President Trump to take the stage, I need everybody to stand up.
It's like a bunch of old like conservatives at the RNC, and they got Kid Rock, who's like, he has not been relevant since like the 90s.
I need everybody to put a fist up in the air. Everybody get a fist up in the air. Now follow me.
And they have to pretend. It's so awkward, dude. It's so awkward. This girl doesn't know who the fuck this guy is. Nobody actually likes Kid Rock, okay? Nobody actually... I could probably tell you one song by him.
Say fight! Fight! Say fight! Fight! Say
Dude.
fight! Fight! Say somebody scream!
That's not even Kid Rock, it's Metallic. Dude, this guy... Dude, he's taking it so seriously.
The devil without a cause. I'm back with the beaver.
This would be so awkward. Like, if I were here, like, hypothetically, if I were a Republican out here, I'd walk out at this point. It would just be so awkward. If I was like, I'd either be the only one not standing, or I'd have to stand and, like, just stand there really awkwardly. Which I think is, like, what half these people are doing.
Some Ben Davis slash 30-pack of stroll, straight rock and roll.
Wait! He's lip syncing.
Had some Ben Davis slash 30-pack of stroll, straight rock and roll.
Wait! Wait, he's not even singing. He's not even singing. I know that's like common, but like, dude, he didn't even try. He didn't even try.
Oh, no Rogaine in the propane flow. The chosen one, I'm the
Dude, JD Vance is white. Dude, this is so bad. How did this alone not like lose, like not even Trump's out for this part, but like how did this alone not lose them the fucking election? He's not even lip syncing right. He's just pausing while it's still going.
And now critics back, and I did not start a win. I said, yeah, I'm going platinum, selling rhymes.
Dude, I don't know how, like, you wake up every day and say, this is my voter base. Oh my, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh my God. Oh my, dude, the cringe is like I've not felt this since like a 2016 fucking cringe compilation. It's so bad.
I'm still the ill and wanna see us cry.
This is like somebody's mom, and the kid like lies about whose parents are at school. He's like, it's not them. Dude, this is just like, this is brutal. True, it's a concert for Facebook.
Only God knows why. They call me cowboy. I'm David Allen and no show Joe.
Isn't that the bitch from Idaho that murdered her kid? No, wrong one. No, I think she's in prison.
David Allen and no show Jones. Yeah, pass that bottle around.
Dude, he's not even trying to lip sync. He's not even trying. Who thought this was a good fucking idea?
Say Trump.
Dude, and then I see posts from people being like, yeah, back in the day, the leftists used to be the punks, but nowadays, the real punks and the real rebels are the conservatives. And it's so true. This is punk, dude. I know Kid Rock isn't punk, but dude, they're so right. They're so right, okay? They're so right. When I think of, so true.
Watch me kick. You can roll and rock, or you can. I'm the ultimate. I'm like amazing grace. I'm on rock and roll.
And then the other one they got was what's his name? Dude, Hulk Hogan. Dude, Hulk Hogan. I remember I used to have a Hulk Hogan. My dad was like a big wrestling guy as a kid, so I got his like old wrestling figures or whatever the fuck. I didn't know what to do with them. I had like a Hulk Hogan figure, and then they bought me one, and it would like talk. So that's the only reason I know who this guy is. And I'm not gonna watch this whole thing, but for those of you that don't know, he fell out of popularity because basically, if you're like a celebrity that lost everything because you were like caught being a horrible person behind the scenes, like this is the movement you flock to, and like this is like they got him on recording.
Yeah, basically did more for her a year than anybody's done. Okay, he had one song after 10 months, she went back up and back and back still.
So normal conversation, right? Normal conversation.
I try to be the realist, and this is your option.
And he's about to be so real. What the fuck? This wasn't like it's one thing, right? I think it's really gay when they like go back and like ruin somebody's whole life over what's like an obvious joke, right? If your real values conflict with that and you made like a joke in poor taste, like I think that's like really stupid. Hell, even if you actually had really bad viewpoints, if from like 10 years ago and you actually change into a better person. I think it's really gay to go back 10 years, dig that up and use that to ruin somebody's life. But this is like just mask off. Like this isn't a joke. He's like actually like this angry that his like daughters are the black guy. And he's like, I mean, he's not even doing the thing people do where it's like, yeah, I just like when you should stay with your own kind or whatever. He's just right to the point. So Hulk Hogan, his career was like effectively like fucked. He got booed after? Understood wrestling. I just never got it. I never understood wrestling. I just like, it's obviously we all know it's fake and you could be like, oh, well, it's like how you see a play, you know, and it's like, yeah, but if I'm looking at this from a fictional perspective, it's still super unentertaining. Sponsorship. He's trying to do a sponsorship and shill. The whole fucking they hate him. Honestly, I said it before. I didn't see the appeal of wrestling. I would go. I would go just to watch this happen. I would absolutely go. Oh my God, dude! Have you ever heard somebody get booed like that hard before? Not just like in a one-off moment, but like the whole, like. Dude, I've never heard it that bad. I've never heard it that with a room that big. I've never heard like a crowd that against somebody before, with the exception of like Bill Burr when he was in Philadelphia. Have you seen that one? Jamie, pull it up. Have you seen that one? He like went to Philadelphia and he was like shitting all over them. Okay, dude, great audio. This is gonna be my audio next stream.
But you don't stop talking, do you? Like, fuck it, I'll just cook this side for a while, just...
Alright, I don't need to show it to you, and you go watch it in your own time. The audio is fucking unbearable. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh my God, dude. I was expecting like maybe he brushed his hand on his shirt or something. That's what they're getting on about. He actually immediately after shaking hands, he gets out some. Dude, this is like the final boss of like racism. Holy fuck, he takes out Dude, this is like beyond parody. Dude, we love him, dude. This is the pinnacle of patriotism.
Well, let me tell you something, Trump-a-maniacs.
And I imagine his like whole bit was like a big thing in like the 90s or early 2000s or whenever he was big. But like, for a wrestling fan, like, is this not old? Does this not get old for you guys? It's like something from like I'd imagine it feels like something from like a bygone era, like a fucking ancient artifact.
Welcome to the house that Hulkamania built. You know something? Usually when I'm in Madison Square Garden, I'm body slamming giants. I'm winning world heavyweight titles, and I'm cracking people over the heads with steel chairs. And the energy,
particularly one kind of people,
in Madison Square Garden is off the Richter scale. But today, Trump-a-maniacs, the energy in here,
and he uses steroids for sure, right?
Is something like I've never felt. The energy.
It looks like this. This looks like steroid usage.
Of all these Trump-a-maniacs is.
I mean, that's not me coping, saying anybody that's ripped is using steroids, but like he's like I don't know. I just get those vibes off of this kind of ripped.
Most powerful force in the universe, and today, this.
And that shit just comes to catch up with you.
Is Donald Trump's house, brother.
Look what I told you. Every Trump rally, they find one black guy They found one black guy to like put in the back.
You know something, Trump maniacs? I don't see no stinking Nazis in here.
Oh, dude. Dude. Buddy, you're the worst person. You're the worst person to be saying that. You're actually, unironically, I think, I'm serious. I think Hitler had a more moderate view on black people than Hulk Hogan. I think Hulk Hogan's view of black people is actually worse than Hitler's. I'm serious. I think he genuinely, in terms of black people, he might be more racist than Hitler.
I don't see no stinking domestic terrorist in here. The only thing I see in here are a bunch of hard-working men and women that are real Americans, brother.
If these are real Americans, I'm going to Mexico. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Yeah, I know. I'm the lib that says they're moving. I actually am though. I am, okay? When I'm done with school, you can make a bet with me on this, okay? I'm moving. I'm leaving. I don't actually care as an office. I was always gonna leave, but I'm leaving, bro. We could bet money on this.
You know, when I hear my president and our president, Donald Trump, speak, he sounds for real, brother.
He sounds retarded. If I even liked Trump, the last thing I'd compliment him on is his speaking abilities. The way he talks, like, if that's not off-putting enough, like, and you could say, okay, not everybody's great at rhetoric. You know, I'll give Trump, he's good on the spot, he's good with jokes about people, or at least he used to be. I think the 2016 Trump was like a totally different Trump than we have now, and some of his bits are just getting old. But like, obviously he's aging, but you could see in 2016 how quick he was with the fucking roasts and like Pocahontas and shit. That was funny, okay? He doesn't have it anymore. Now he's unintentionally funny. But the last thing I'd compliment the guy for is how he speaks.
He sounds like he has a heart of gold that's all for the USA. But when I hear Kamala speak, it sounds, yeah. It sounds like a...
I'll give him credit. At least he can say her name correctly. At least he can say her name correctly.
Script from Hollywood with a really, really bad actress.
Didn't Trump literally credit reading off his teleprompter with like saving his life when he got shot? Or no, he was reading a graph. I'm sorry. The teleprompter had a graph on it. No, he doesn't read scripts. You're right. Did he actually spit? Wait, I'm tired. Did he actually spit? Oh my, he actually spit. That wasn't like a fit. That's disgusting, dude.
Script from Hollywood with a really...
He's probably not the last person that's gonna go up on the stage.
Really?
It came out of his mouth. That's gross, dude. He's not gonna be the last person up there. What the fuck? If this was Trump's opening act, like he's spitting on the floor for Trump, the spit that Trump's about to walk on.
Actress. You know, Kamala.
Is someone gonna lick the ground? No, it's still fucking gross to spit on the floor. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Listen. You know what? You're right. Logically, you're not licking the floor, but. Why not be a fucking barn animal at this point? Why not go roll in the mud? I mean, people aren't gonna be licking you. People aren't gonna be licking you, so who cares if you roll in the mud? Who cares if you chew your mouth up with your mouth open at the table? Who cares if you put your elbows on the table? Who cares if you're fucking blowing your nose, fucking picking your nose at the table? Who cares if you're taking a dump in the shower? Okay, who cares? It's not like you're licking the shower. You're not licking it, right? It's gross, okay? It's fucking gross. I mean, whoever wrote that, actually, if they're a normal viewer, I don't want to insult them and alienate them.
Is responsible for the border crisis, and Kamala.
Crisis? It's far from it's a issue worth addressing. Far from a fucking crisis.
Is also responsible for inflation. And then you know something? She acts like she's the victim. And then all of a sudden, she flips, she flops, she spins and turns it around and acts like she's gonna be the damn hero.
Like, all you need to do to win these people over is talk to them like fucking idiots. You don't need to talk about Kamala's policy. You don't need to talk about, like, they care about the way she talks, and then her laugh is annoying.
But we all know Trump is the only man that can fix this country today. And with Trump as our commander-in-chief, peace through strength will fix all the problems in the Middle East.
Fix all the problems in the Middle East. Where's the ultimatum that he gave to Ukraine, to Israel? Where's that ultimatum? Isn't he like doing fucking rocket strikes tonight against Hezbollah?
You know, I've been coming to this building month after month after month, and I've seen sold-out crowds over and over again for over 40 years. And for 40...
The problem is that Kamala would have been 4 more years of Biden. That sounds great. That sounds great. 4 more years of Biden? Obviously, not 4 more years of Biden now. He was obviously cognitively declining. I don't think he would have been great for the duration of his time in office. He was getting a little bit, at the end there. But, 4 more years of early Biden sounds incredible. Sign me up. Sign me up. Biden is unironically going to go down in the history books as voice crack, as a great president. I'll say it, folks. I'll say what nobody wants to say. Everyone knows it. Everyone's too scared to say it. Biden was a great president, a great man, a great father, and we didn't deserve him. I'm not joking. I'm serious. I love Biden. Absolutely. 150%. I miss him. And next week, I'm going to be asking you miss him yet? Next week, when we lose 5 trillion more off the stock market, I'm going to be asking if you miss him yet. Inflation Reduction Act brought our country back on its feet. The infrastructure bill was the most sweeping of its fucking kind. Okay? I love Biden. COVID recovery. Nobody did it like him. Well, nobody really had to do COVID recovery besides him. But I love Biden. And I'm tired of pretending like I don't. I'm tired of pretending that because the guy spoke funny and was really fucking old, that I have to pretend like I don't like him. And Biden's cringe. He was great. He was incredible.
For years, I've always asked the question, what you gonna do? Over and over and over again, what you gonna do? Well, today, after feeling the energy in this building, I finally got the answer. And the answer is, vote for Trump.
They did. And how's that working out for you? How's that working out for you guys? Enjoying it so far? Enjoying it? Dude, the cope is just unreal. The cope is just... The cope I've seen over the last 2 weeks is just like... It is like unprecedented levels of cope. It's like sometimes it shines, sometimes it's dark before it shines the brightest, or sometimes you have to bear through the dark before the light shines the brightest. Dude, it's like insane. It's like the price of eggs, guys. He delivered his promise. It's up 4 cents. Meanwhile, 5 trillion gone from the stock market. These people are fucking crazy. These people are insane. These people are absolutely insane. And I know some of you are these people. I can't pretend. I can't pretend it's not true. These people have fucking lost it. They've lost it. They're accusing random people. Musk is accusing random people of fucking going to Epstein's Island who aren't even on the list and didn't have any association with Epstein, and they eat it up. If you're a liberal, it sucks if you're a celebrity that's liberal, because they'll call you a pedophile and they'll all brigade you. So, I mean, just look at it, dude. Elon Musk, there hasn't been any good choices for President Biden. If he would have been a great choice if he didn't have the cognitive decline. Musk is a fraud. True. True. Listen, if I were a billionaire, I would love Trump too. It's like buying opportunity for extremely impoverished people. Think of the low stock prices in 2 years. Dude, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. These people have like Republicans, and this has been most of my life, MAGA, I'm young. But like I see like old Republicans. I see McCain. I see fucking everybody like sees him as their like token Republican. But I'm serious, even if his policies were like kind of stupid, like these are people you could like sit down with and like actually like not burst out into laughter. Okay? These are people who had good points on certain things, or you could see where they were coming from. And it's like this is just like fucking insane. I don't understand like why, if you're a Republican, like why you wouldn't be trying to reclaim your party. And then they even have a word for the few Republicans that try to do this. They're fucking called rhinos. Yeah, I mean it's a fucking cult, dude. It's insane. I don't get it anymore, man. I don't. Didn't Trump try to invoke recently like the fucking Enemy Aliens Act or whatever, and got shut? Yeah, he got shut down by a federal judge. That's like used in wartime, and they used that historically. Like Roosevelt used it to jail like outspoken like pro-Nazi or pro-Japanese like political activists. I have to look more into why Trump was trying to invoke it. But after it happened with this fucking Khalil guy or whatever his name was, like, is the plan just gonna be to just start going after people just like for the shit they say? The Alien Enemies Act is like, I think it gives like the president I have to look into it, but I think it gives the president like special like wartime powers to and the government to like go after certain people. And it was like I think modified in the Second World War. I have to look into it. Aiden saw George Soros lose $4 trillion on the stock market. What are you people are so retarded? You people are so retarded. They actually think it's like the top 1% that's affected by a 5 trillion loss in the fucking stock market. You're insane. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You don't understand anything. You don't understand anything. You know absolutely nothing. That was most bait message. Okay, it could have been bait. I'm fucking tired, but I see like people saying this unironically all over the place. All right. Well, I'm getting a bit tired, to be fair. I think we had a good stream today. Got some things done. We hit goal almost twice, so I really appreciate your guys' generosity. Make sure to like on the way out. I'm gonna tell my parents I'm not a failure today. Okay? They've laughed at all my ideas. All right, they said this could never work, and then I invented the airplane, and they weren't laughing then, and they're not gonna be laughing today. So, do a line? No, dude, I'm tired. Yeah. I've been up since 2 a.m. last night. Don't leave? This is becoming like a parasocial relationship. I have to end stream at some point, guys. We've been going for fucking 4 hours. Been going for 4 hours. Dude, why? This is the paradox of Nico. Nico is like my biggest supporter in other people's chats. Whenever anyone talks shit about me, I see the chats, the CIAs, I get the reports, I get the briefings. Nico is like the first one to defend me. And then when it comes to my fucking chats, he's my biggest op. What's going on? That's your fan base? True. All right, guys. Well, appreciate the support. Take care. See you tomorrow. And, yeah. Peace, peace.